Greetings everyone. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Quiz Night, and welcome to no game whatsoever. No, there it is. Thank you, OBS. 1 versus 100. My goodness, it's been a while since we played this. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well out there. Hopefully better than I am feeling at the moment, but hey ho, that's just my skin for you. I'm doing all right. I'm just about coping, but we should be fine for the stream. But yes, welcome on in, and probably your first opportunity to earn loads of doots in this season, because well, we haven't had many opportunities just yet, have we?
ASH, it's 1 versus 10 septillion. Wait, I think I got too many zeros.
10 septillion?
Yep, it's 1 versus 100,000, 1,000.
Divided by 1,000 factorial. 1,000 factorial will be a big number, though. I think you've got the maths about halfway there, Marcy. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. I'm surprised that the text-to-speech was able to concatenate all that number into a septillion just like that. I suppose that's the advantage of using the normal text-to-speech rather than my fancy one that doesn't work anymore. I need to get around to actually fixing that still, don't I? Hello there, Vinyl Minty. Welcome on into the chat, and welcome on into the stream. I hope you're going to enjoy your time here at Quiz Night. 5 a.m. your time. Ah, yes, you're not Aussie, are you? Yeah, there's a couple of Australian fellows around this community. Pokernuts might be poking their head out sometime in the next couple of hours or so. Depends on when his sleep schedule has decided he wants to be awake, because it has been a bit of a trouble for him. But yes, welcome on in. 5 a.m. your time. That's some dedication to the cause there to tune into a Quiz Night stream. Or maybe you just happen to be awake at this time, in which case I hope that it can provide enough entertainment to you.
101 Dalmatians become human have a beef. Especially when that one thinks they're Cruella de Vil.
Have a beef. I'm hoping we're not actually having any Dalmatian beef, because that does not no. But thank you for the 100 bits, Borsey, either way. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well this evening. Let's get on with the game. Enter on if you'd like to play. It is through the traditional means of Twitch chat. QWLL is the room code for tonight's edition of 1 versus 100. Oh, goodness me. How do you join? Just enter that in chat, Vinyl Minty. That's all you need to do. And then from that point onwards, you can then play along on Whispers to Quizbot 3000, or you can use public chat if you're playing on mobile, because I'm aware that using Whispers is a bloody awkward thing to do. If I had the time to do it, I would have this updated on Hackbox. But I can't open the project right now because it's in Unity 2018, and I'm now on Windows 11, and you can't open up old versions of Unity anymore. And B, it's on Unity 2018, doesn't support Hackbox. Hackbox is supported from Unity 2019.3 onwards, I think. So yeah, couple of pain points there in order to actually get 1 versus 100 to work with Hackbox is Unity and Unity as a way. So yeah, there's a few requirements yet to fill to make that happen, but eventually I'll get there with it. Question with lovely lighting, yes indeed. If this is a Ben game, I've remade it twice, but yeah, I'm desperately avoiding remaking it, though I'm aware that the way that I approach making games for streams has significantly changed since I made this one. Like using timelines for things. Oh god, why did I decide to do that? That was such a stupid decision to make. And also, as we all love, the calculation of who got eliminated on the first question loves to throw out some negative numbers out there. So that's the thing that I would probably have to fix if I did do a remake edition of the game. But I'm desperately holding off from actually doing the remake. This game is that old. It is as old as 2019 was when it was first broadcast on stream. All the way back in season 1 of Quiz Night. Yeah, fix or recreate? That's the question. Fix means I have to move to a different version of Unity, which may end up just breaking everything anyway, at which point, well, I might as well recreate it.
Hi, I'm not Frank Skinner, and welcome to Room 101, the a show where three guests battle to get the things they hate entombed for all eternity in the dreaded vault.
Oh my god, Room 101. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Jake. I don't think this would ever go in Room 101. If we did, then we'd probably need to talk to Arun first for getting the bin loyalties, but royalties, not loyalties, but either way. Thank you for the 100 bits. We will have, 101 players of sorts. Many of them will be randomized AI, not any of this, LLM AI that you may have heard of these days, but no, just boring old RNG AI. But there will be. Currently, we've got how many human players? 27 human players. 26 will be in the mob. 1 will be our 1 to start with this evening. Yes, I know you. I know you do, Arun. I know you do. Yes, these are no language models. Well, I mean, there's a bit of language involved. There's a bit of C# in there. But that's about it, really. And yes, good old Joss. Good old memories that. Joss still lingers on. So much so that we have written questions about Joss in the present, but haven't seen anything of that recently. Maybe we'll see something. I don't know. 28 players in the lobby. Welcome on in to Topper, Oni, Vertigo, K-Jarves, Arun, Cetra, Prey, Zeus, Clive, Ralph, Sportsy, Sudicat, Drahuska, Aim Conquest, Riff Raccoon, Vinyl Minty, Marcini, Colo, Shapes, Mark, Flyboy, Oren, Conrad Lack, Jogging, Samster, Matt, Dev, and Manic. You're all welcome to join in here. And Shadowane as well. Welcome to the game. I hope you are doing well this evening. I hope you're looking forward to a nice long weekend here in the UK. It is a May Day bank holiday weekend. And also, it's the snooker finals and all that stuff. They're still playing the semi-finals at this stage on Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday will be the finals. I will admit to not actually watching any of the snooker this year. I don't know why. Just haven't found myself actually watching any of it. But there you go. Clearly, I'm not that interested in it. You're working Sunday until 10, then Monday. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's a long days there. Working till 10 on a Sunday. Those are some long hours. I'm guessing you're working somewhere that is actually beyond the usual Sunday trading law times. Then, so a nice small shop then of some description, like a local Tesco's or something like that. Missing the Grand Prix. Oh, I mean, it's Miami. Who cares? It's Miami. Who cares about that? Oh, call says fair enough. Working from home for a call centre, right, fair enough. Welcome Pyro Pygmy to the game as well. Hope you're doing well this evening. Right, I think we should just get this straight underway, because this isn't any time entry game. We can just keep going and going and going until I can do no more quiz. So, here is going to be our first one in the hot seat for tonight. Who's going to be our first one? Oh, I need to change my layout as well, don't I? We've got Drahuska in! Drahuska! Welcome to you. You are our first one this evening. Entirely up to you if you want to join me in voice call for a bit of a chit chat, or you just want to play in Twitch chat, and which version of the game as well. It's entirely up to you on that front. I was ecstatic that we were going to Miami until I saw the track design. Yeah, it's a wonderful track design, that, isn't it? Yes. What would you like to do there, Drahuska? What would you like? Join Discord. All right, we'll wait your arrival in a moment then. It has the best chicane ever designed. So far. Also, interesting things happening over in Formula E land. They now have pit stops. Like, not that they change car or anything like that. No, they actually charge up now and everything.
Long weekend
it's crazy.
Over here.
Long weekend over here as well, says Sunny Cat. Well, do enjoy the long weekend as well and enjoy the weather while it lasts. Thank you for the 100 bits. But yeah, Formula E, they now have pit stops where they actually do a charge. They actually charge the car up rather than switching cars or only doing tyres. Kind of crazy that they're finally doing that. Still takes a bit of a time to actually do the charge. It's like, what, mandatory wait of 34 seconds or something like that, but it gives them enough of additional charge to sort of extend the race, or at least allow them to use a bit more energy in the race. So I can't remember what they use. They do have a specific term for them. It's like an energy something, or I can't remember, but they do pit boost. Thank you, ABM. It's a pit boost is what they call it. We'll be hearing box. Well, they do go into a box to actually do it. So yes, presumably so. But yeah, it's a bit more nuance to it, especially when you've also still got the attack boost stuff. And do they still have fan boost? Is that still a thing that lingers to this day? Fan boost, is that still a thing in Formula E? I can't remember. But they now have pit boost as that's a thing. And oh goodness me, how's the TCS going to handle this?
Thanks to @_bash for my sub gift. Merci @_bash pour mon cadeau d'abonnement. Danken @_bash für mein Subgeschenk. Tactile @_bash für mein prenumerant Gava.
Yeah, okay. It basically just went English, and English throughout all of that. Impeccable pronunciation, says KJAS. It's like it was all right. It certainly could have been better. But thank you for gifting you for your 49th sub there. I mean, not all of those 49 from me, but the more recent ones gifted via my direction there. Yeah, English A, French B-, G, T+, and Swedish. Yeah, good luck. I know full well the Swedish was badly pronounced. Well, there we go. Let's bring in Drew Husker into... Oh, hang on. Wait, maybe not. Hang on. I do need to check my audio settings as well on Discord. Haven't done that yet. How about that? I'm probably working on Discord now. Just wait for Drew Husker to join. I may have to turn the Discord share off and on again, because that's a thing that just happens now. It didn't add a load of unnecessary syllables to abonnement. I guess so. D'abonnement, yeah. Merci @_bash. What is underscore in French? Or, well, I suppose there's two different answers there. What's the common use for the underscore for French, and what's the one that the French language people say you should be saying, but no one uses? Le underscore, no. Point de bas. No idea on that one. Anyway, I'll let you discuss that one while I've got Drew Husker here. Hello there, Drew Husker. How you doing? Oh, cool. I can't hear you. That's on me, not you. Don't worry. I probably need to set voice meter up to do a thing. Give me a mo. Am I not piping it through properly? I should be piping it through. Let's try that and say, Drew, can you hear me? No. Oh, wow, you're not actually coming through at all. What the heck? Well, that's different. Hang on. You couldn't hear either? Oh. Yeah, I can see the green, but yeah, that's what I was concerned by. Can you just jump in here, Score, quickly, so confirm it's not on my end? Hello there, Score. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, and you're coming through on stream fine, so yeah, that's all right. And you can hear me, Drew Husker, but for some reason we can't hear you at all, even though you are going green. Is it not boosting potentially, or because you might be like super sensitive and it is picking it up, but it's just not sending it out? If it's a bit of a problem, then we may just have to go to just playing in Twitch chat for you. We can still do that at the very least. Hello there, Drew Husker. Is that any better? No, I could see you just go green, and that's about it. So I think what we're going to do to save from stalling the stream anymore is we'll just play Twitch chat for you, Drahuska, if that's okay tonight. And we'll figure it out sometime in the near future. Yep, cool. Thank you for that, Drahuska. But what I can do is ask you the question of which version of the game you'd like to play tonight. Of course, you can just stay in here and at least listen to me live, as it were, rather than waiting through Twitch stream. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to just sort of linger in here, just use Twitch chat to do all the stuff. Tech is going to tech, I suppose, Drahuska. Right, what we're going to do then is we will start the game in chat, US rules, so you're going to be the one in control of everything. Wish you the best of luck here, Drahuska, and it is 1 versus 100. Good luck. In which visual novel series would you find characters including Phoenix Wright, Miles Edgeworth, and Maya Fey? Is it Ace Attorney, By Barrister, or Pan Prosecutor? This is like the third time this question has now shown up on stream. In which visual novel series would you find characters including Phoenix Wright, Miles Edgeworth, and Maya Fey? Is it Ace Attorney, By Barrister, or Pan Prosecutor? It's still a great question, but it has come up at least 3 times on stream now. All right. Mob is in. Drahuska, what's your thoughts on this one? We never actually saw any of it, but gonna lock in on A. Gonna go with Ace Attorney. Well, we've seen a recent playthrough, or certainly one part of the storyline, over on Tipster's side of things, with Trans Rights, sort of a charity fundraiser that he was doing a couple of weeks ago, all dealing with Ace Attorney, or Phoenix Wright, you know. Those are the words you go for there. And, but yeah, Ace Attorney was the correct answer we're looking for there. Well done if you got that right. Unfortunately, Manic, Matt, Jogging, and 2AI did not get that right or failed to answer in time, and they have lost their position. Though, don't worry, if you have been eliminated, you can continue to answer for some doots. All right, only 5 eliminated. You need another 5 to get to 1,000, Drahuska. So let's continue on to question 2. Which of these is the English translation of the final concerto of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons? Is it Winter, Wasabi, or Wabbit? Thanks, Ape. Lock your answers, please, Bob. Which of these is the English translation of the final concerto of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons? Is it Winter, Wasabi, or Wabbit? And Mob is in. Drahuska, over to you. What are you thinking? I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Going with option A. Yeah, the Four Seasons traditionally ending with winter indeed. Correct. Yes, not Wabbit season. And everybody in the Mob getting that one right, so no change. Let's move on to question 3. Which singer had planned to build a 50-foot tall robot that would roam the Nevada desert as a promotion for his planned Las Vegas residency? Is it Michael Jackson, Boy George, or Prince? Goodness me. Which singer had planned to build a 50-foot tall robot that would roam the Nevada desert as a promotion for his planned Las Vegas residency? Wow. And Mob is in on that one. Over to you, Drahuska. What's your thoughts here? Never actually heard about this before? Well, you do have 4 helps at your disposal here on this particular occasion. Let's quickly go over them for those that have not seen this before. You've got Ask the Mob. That allows you to get 2 mob members picked out at random, going with 2 different answers, and you can get to garner some information from that. Poll the mob. You give me an option A, B, or C, and we'll see how many of our remaining mob members went with that particular answer. Trust the mob. We lock you in to the mob's most popular answer, only considering human answers with that. And then ask the host. We have stolen from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You can ask me for a bit of advice if you think I will have an idea about it. As it is early, I think this is the best one, even though it can go wrong. Trying to go wisdom of the crowd here. Trying to go with, a populous amount, getting it right, going with a trust the mob. So we will be locking you in to the mob's most popular answer here. It may not necessarily be the full consensus, or majority, that's the word I was looking for. It might not be the majority, but it may be a plurality. Wow, I need to put my teeth in tonight. Plurality. Whatever the most popular answer is, that's what we're going to go for. Let's see what answer they have gone for. Teeth are hard. And they have gone with Michael Jackson on option A. If this is correct, you do continue on, hopefully get some money in the bank. If it's B or C, then it is an early departure, and we'll move on to somebody else in the hot seat. Correct answer is... it is Michael Jackson. You are still in the game. How do we describe people who are able to be chosen to play? They are eligible, is what they are. Or illegible. Well, despite that trust, that was quite a bloodbath, must be said. Though 2/3 of the mob do survive the question. We say goodbye to Conrad Lack, Suddycat, Flyboy, TVP8 Polska, Preycast, Mark, Shadowmane, Riff, Shapes, and a smattering of AI there, getting that one wrong. So you are now in the money here, Drahuska. You've gone from 0 doots up to 10,000 doots. You're now 6 away from making that 25,000 doots, but I'll at least get to ask you this question. Would you like to take the 10,000 doots and run, or do you want to take on the mob for a bit more? Still 3 helps, so let's take on the mob. Question number 4, 1 versus 66. In Frederick Austin's now standard 1909 arrangement of the song The 12 Days of Christmas, how many birds in total did my true love give to me on the 12th day of Christmas? Is it 21, 15, or 23? Oh, Christmas content in nearly summer. Oh, dear me. In the now standard 1909 arrangement of the song 12 Days of Christmas, how many birds in total did my true love give to me on the 12th day of Christmas? Okay. We are in there, Drahuska. Can you work this one out? You have a bit more thinking time than they do. What are birds? We just don't know. You there, Drahuska? I hope so. Probably just taking your time to type out a response. Just want to make sure. Okay, so not going to say anything outright yet. We're going to go with a poll. And you've gone with a poll on A. And there are 24 mob members that went with A, which sounds perilously close to 1/3 of the mob selecting that answer. Of those that did select it, we've got Clive, we've got Jake, we've got Dev, Topper, and I think that's it for human players, or the remainder are AI. But I don't know. It's 1/3 of the mob, so sounds a bit sketchy. But that's what they thought on option A. does that sway your opinion one way or another? You can, of course, use another help if you need to. All one word, Drahuska, rather than separated with a space. Sorry. There we go. So, using another help, we're going to ask the mob. So, this will pick out 2 mob members out at random. One has got it right, one has got it wrong. Now, we won't know which is right or which is wrong, but we will get to know which option each player chose out of A, B, or C. Due to that, then we'll know at least one answer is definitely wrong. Let's see which players and which answers are currently in contesting. We've got Dev and we've got Oren. A and C are the 2 options on the table. We know then for sure it is not B15. Thankfully, the option that you did poll for earlier, Drahuska, is still up there. So, Dev and Oren, you may give your reasons as to why you gave your particular answers of 21 or 23. And hello there, Proogs. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well out there. You're more than welcome to join in this game as we are currently in mid-progress. The room code is QWLL if you are interested. Oren says, couldn't math it out in time, but geese, swans, calling birds, French hens, turtle dove, and partridge. Just went with the largest, says Oren. Okay. Dev, would you like to offer an opinion? Dev? I was worried it would leave A and C. Can't be 15, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Welcome to the game, Proogs. We'll seat you momentarily. But other than that, I don't know, says Dev. So, both sort of guessing at this one, Drahuska. They didn't have much time to think about it. But the one you did poll for earlier is still up there. That is at least certain. What would you like to do here? You do still have Ask the Host if you wanted to ask me for a bit of opinion as well. No worries, Dev. What would you like to do here, Drahuska? I think seeing how low number of people went for A, I think I will go with C. Going with 23. So, if you had asked me, I would have been able to tell you the following. It's 7 swans are swimming. It's 6 geese are laying. That's 13. 5 gold rings, they're not birds. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That totals 10. So 7 plus 6 of 13 plus 10. I make that 23. If I was going to go with the answer, it would have been C23. Is that correct? It is correct. Well reasoned out there, Drahuska, at the end. Now let's see who's still alive. Well, who's still alive is about half of who was in on that question there.
All of a sudden Ms. Scarlet in Clue comes to mind. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Sure, exactly, Sportsy. Thank you for the 100 bits there. That definitely makes sense. So, who got eliminated? It was Dev, Topper, K-Jobs, Jake, Cetra, Colo, Aim Conquest, Vinyl Minty, Clive, Amy, Samster, and Pyro Pygmy, as well as a good number of AI all being eliminated there. Well done on going with option C there, Drahuska, was a wise decision to steer slightly differently at the end there. You're now on 75,000 dukes, which is very significant compared to where we were just a moment ago. You're 5 away from getting into six-figure territory, and also because you are in the second half of the game, we will now show you the category of the next question that you would face if you do want to play on. The only consideration now is you got Ask the Host, which is asking me. Now, on that question, I could have helped you out. You know, running 12 nights of Quizmas or 16 games of Quizmas for a good number of years has kind of helped me to bed in the 12 days of Christmas somewhat. So that kind of worked out all right for me, but not all questions go the same way. So we'll see if I'm going to be of any help to you later on. Bear that in mind as we move on and see what your next category is. Well, I mean, it could be anything. Performing arts is the next category if you would like to play it. So if you're confident in performing arts, or you're confident that I may be able to help you out in performing arts, then take on the mob. Or if you think that is it, you're done, then take the 75,000, take the money and run. What do you want to do? You should swerve to the Dutch format. I can't do that, Clive. Play on, says Arun. Pleading eyes, says Clive. Knowing me and you, I would need to get really lucky with the question. You're going to take the money and run. I think that's a very wise decision. 75,000 dukes going your way, Drahuska. Great game there. Didn't last long, but it doesn't need to last long. Just need to eliminate a good number of mob members, and that is exactly what you did. Oh boy. What's with all these standing emoji you're chucking through here, Clive? Grimacing face. Smarter than I've ever been with this game, says Oren. Well done to Drahuska. That's 75,000 going your way. Congratulations on that win. I hope you enjoyed your time, and thank you very much for playing. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care, Drahuska. Money, absolutely money in the bank, especially so early on in this season, because dukes have been hard to come by, because we've had 3 episodes of Duel where there are no dukes on offer at all, but there's actual real money at stake for that, so swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But as it currently stands, I can't scroll that anymore, can I? As it currently stands, 35 did survive. They were only Vertigo, Ralph, Sportsy, Oren, Zeus, Arun, and AI amongst them. But because we walked away with the money, means we will pick any one of you to take in the hot seat for the next game. Yes, cash, by the way. And yes, there are 5 spaces in the Duel finale still up for grabs. There are still 2 more qualifying episodes. From those, we'll find 2 guarantee entrants, and then we'll also find out at the end of the 5th episode who's claiming the 3 wildcard positions to go through into the final. Okay. Let's continue on with this game of 1 vs 100. Who is next to be the one tonight? It could be you. And it is Sportsy. Can I represent the rules using white and gold hexagons, please? No. Hexagons might be the bestigons, but not in this game only. No, you want to go to maybe you want to go to Genius Game for that. Speaking of Genius Game, while we're waiting for Sportsy to either join us here in Discord or do otherwise, that's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good for the UK edition. Really, really enjoying it. Go Dutch, go Dutch. What? Oh, you mean you mean the Dutch version of Genius Game? No, I don't think you mean that. But no, Genius Game, really, really good actually. Really quite. What's the word? Very, very similar to the source material from Korea. Very, very similar. The set design in that clearly taking a lot of inspiration. The motion graphics clearly taking a lot of inspiration. Even getting a quick motion graphic intro thing as well, which looks quite nice. The games that have been played out pretty good. We've already had set game for a lot, which is just kind of crazy to just chuck that out there so soon. But hey, good stuff, and really enjoying it so far. I won't say any more to avoid any particular spoilers, but yeah, definitely looking forward to the next few episodes to see how it all goes out. Right, well, before I spoil any more there, Sportsy, good evening to you. How are you doing?
Good. I thought they told me that this was couch potatoes, though.
Couch potato. It may be run by Potato, an ITV company, but no, it's not. If only it was.
Okay.
It would be BBC game show. Actually, who would have run it back then for BBC? Probably Endemol, wouldn't it, or something like that. Anyway, welcome on into the live studio.
Thank you.
How do you reckon your chances in tonight's game of 1 vs 100?
If I break 75,000, it will be a miracle. But we'll give it a good go.
Give it a good go. Well, which version of the game would you like to play?
I apologize to Prey and all this such, but yeah, I am not that good to go Dutch, so we're going to US.
Gonna go with the US rules. Fair enough.
Yes.
Okay. Boo, boring, says Clyde. Boo, says Prey. He got picked, though.
Prey-
He gets to choose.
Pray you had your victory over me over the weekend. Don't rub it in.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. At least you got your game 3 in there as well.
Yes, I did.
Anyway, are you ready to play, Sportsy?
I am.
Well, then, it is time for you to play 1 vs 100. Good luck. And here's your first question. Which of these phrases means to get to the point? Is it dice to the duel, whittle to the wipeout, or cut to the chase? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. Which of these phrases means to just get to the point? Is it dice to the deal, whittle to the wipeout, or cut to the chase? I mean, I'm about to make phrases of at least 2 more of these, so, you know. Mob is now in. Sportsy, what do you say?
Did we kind of manifest this a little bit somehow with Potato?
I don't know what you're saying at all, Sportsy.
Well, for no dudes right now, the chase is on. Let's lock in C. Cut to the chase.
Dun 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 dun. So when are you going to do Whittle Ash, says Ralph. Fun fact, actually, for sort of behind-the-scenes stuff, that was one of the things I was potentially going to pivot to for April Fool's this year. Didn't get around to actually doing that, decided I wanted to do Saplas instead. I may yet still do Whittle at some point, because it's just a very, very simple mass multiplayer game kind of thing. So stay tuned. It might happen. You never know. Either way, we're going to cut to the chase here. Sorry. You're absolutely right. It is cut to the chase. Conrad Samster, Marcini and Manic not getting a right answer or failing to answer in time. No worries, you can still answer while eliminated. It's not enough yet, Sportsy, to get some money, so let's get going. The chase is still on, 1 versus 96. What event do contestants in the British TV series featuring judges Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith in its 2021 season compete in? Is it the Bake Off, the Fake Off, or the Shake Off? Mob, you know what to do. What event do contestants in the British TV series featuring judges Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith in its 2021 season at least compete in? And the mob is in. Sportsy, what's he thinking?
See, I don't know if I can say this or not because of, it's broadcast. But Nikki, tell us about your. But yeah, A, Bake Off. Let's walk in A, Bake Off, please.
Now, I was a bit curious because when it was first broadcast over in the States, it wasn't known as this, was it? It was known as The Baking Show, or Great British Baking Show. Mm-hmm. And then they decided, no, actually, you can have the show with the original title. I don't know why they decided to do that, but yeah, it is The Bake Off. Or is it still the Great British Baking Show? Is it still?
I believe it's the Great Baking Show.
I thought they had actually reverted that at one point, but okay, maybe not. Anyway, They all got it right. Let's move on. What's the longest bone in the human body? Is it the fibula, the femur, or the tibia? Mob, blocking those answers now. What's the longest bone in the human body? Fibula, femur, or tibia? And Mob's in. Ooh. Sportsy, what are we thinking here then?
Well, pretty much I'm torn between two, obviously.
Okay.
Because I always get them mixed up when I'm watching any type of trivia show. I think I'm going to just have a punt at it, honestly, because I think I'm going to need something that later. So I'm going to go with B, femur.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
All right. Going for the
And if I
ballsy
get it
play.
wrong, I get it wrong.
Rather than trying to play it safe, try and hold those helps for later on. Currently got nothing in the bank, so nothing to lose, as it were, but everything to gain. Is the answer the femur? It is the femur. Well calculated. Let's see how many got that wrong. You are in the money now. Cetra, Aim, Conquest, and Drahuska did not get that right. A few AI also did not get that right. You now have 1,000 in the bank, 6 away from making that 5,000. So now I can ask you the question. Would you like to take the 1,000 dutes that you have in the bank right now? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Well, thank you, Mr. Banker. That is a rather generous offer, but no deal. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong shop. Let's go for the mob.
Go for the mob. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we change this game entirely like that? Anyway, next question. Which physics term is used to describe what happens when a particle and an antiparticle collide and interact with each other? Is it eradication, annihilation, or extinction? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which physics term is used to describe what happens when a particle and an antiparticle or antiparticle collide and interact with each other? Eradication, annihilation, or extinction? And Mob's in. What's you thinking, Sportsy?
This one is not as much of a slam dunk for me this time around. Because I'm not a science person. So, but breaking it down, annihilation would be more of like everything wiped out 100%, the same as extinction. Whereas eradication is more of like a thing for like a virus of some sort. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the helps here, and I'm going to. I think I'll ask the mob.
Ask the mob. Okay, so just a quick summary on this one. We will be picking 2 mob members out at random. One's got it right, one has got it wrong. But of course we won't know which is right and which is wrong. We'll know what letters they opted in for, though. Prey in chat says, what do you mean you aren't a science person? You drop pills every month. Well, no, technically it's the good doctor that gives us all of those pills. We just merely place them. But anyway, let's see who is selected for Ask the Mob. Oh, we've got Oren once again on C. We've got Vinyl Minty on B. So we know it's definitely not A, eradication. Oren, we come back to you again. What's your opinion? And Vinyl Minty, what is your opinion? Why did you go with those options? We'll wait on their news here. When they collide, they disappear and release a bunch of energy, I believe, says Vinyl. And Oren says, I was between B and C, purely guessed, but now think I'm wrong, says Oren. So vinyl with a bit of description of potentially the sort of the process required here. Oren says extinction in other sciences is total elimination of all instances. Okay, so that is what they have said there. Does that help you somewhat there, Sportsy?
A little bit. Because extinction, yeah, as he said. But with that, I would probably go ahead and go with B in this case then.
Going with Vinyl Minty here, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Because it's 1,000 at stake, right?
You only have 1,000, yes.
Screw it. Let's go. Annihilation, lock in B.
Lock in B, okay. Going with, hopefully, total annihilation here to get it right. Is it B? It is annihilation, yes. Well done there, Vinyl Minty, helping out Sportsy. We do say goodbye, though, to a few players, Oni, Vertigo, Zeusless, and Oren, as well as a total of 10 AI getting that one wrong. So, Sportsy, you are now up to 5,000 doots, and you're just 2 away from making that to 10,000 doots. So, I get to ask you the question once again. Would you like the 5,000 that you now have the bank, or do you want to take on the mob?
Oh, boy. Well, I still got plenty of helps left, so...
Yeah,
I guess I'll go on. Let's take the mob.
Take the mob, okay. Welcome to the game, Marbaloo. We will see to you momentarily. It is 1 versus 72. In 2018, British YouTuber KSI fought which American YouTuber in an amateur boxing match watched live by over 2 million people? Was it David Dobrik, Markiplier, or Logan Paul? God, that was 2018, was it? Jesus Christ. KSI fought which American YouTuber in an amateur boxing match watched live by over 2 million people? I went through the same running word there, and it's not that. Amateur boxing match. Anyway, they have locked in. They had all their time. Sportsy, what's your thoughts?
Only thing I know Markiplier for is for Five Nights at Freddy's. That's all I really know Markiplier for, so I kind of want to rule him out. And I don't even know who David Dobrik is. So I'm leaning towards Logan Paul because he has done stuff like this. Plus, he's done a match in 2024, if I remember correctly. Question is, do I go in, do I just dive right in head first, or do I use a help?
Yeah, that is the question with 1 versus 100.
Yeah. Well, since I can't, my talking about it has not influenced everybody because they've all locked in, let's pull the mob.
Okay, that's very reasonable, yeah. I'm going to go for a poll. Now, which option would you like to poll for?
To me, the one that makes logic sense would be Logan Paul.
So you want to poll on C, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, using your second help here tonight, poll the mob. Let's see how many of our remaining 72 mob members went with C, Logan Paul. All but one.
Okay.
71 of our mob members went with Logan Paul. It looks like it is AI number 63 who decided to go with somebody else. They could all be wrong. It could be a very interesting end of game.
It would be a very interesting jump to 500,000 dudes, to be fair. But I think it's safe to say let's lock in Logan Paul.
All right, let's lock in Logan Paul. Ugh, as if I even said that. Let's lock in Logan Paul.
I know. I just want to get in the shower and just wash that thought out.
Just reveal the right answer and get it over with.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's not even cute.
Lock up is probably more reasonable given his crypto scams and that, yeah. Anyway, AI number 28 getting that wrong. Apparently it wasn't AI number 63, it was AI number 28 in the end, but okay. Everybody else though got that right. You're edging closer to 10,000 dupes, but you're not there yet. So what would you like to do? Take the 5,000. Once again, there's your offer. Or do you want to take on the mob?
Let's just go ahead and go for it. Let's take the mob.
Let's take the mob. Moving on then, 1 versus 71. Where would you find Minty Maniacs, Crazy Cats, Eyes, and Mellow Yellow? Is it in an imported American candy shop, in Marble Sports, or on the album Deep Purple Forever, the very best of? Mob, please lock in your answers. Where would you find Minty Maniacs, Crazy Cat's Eyes, and Mellow Yellow? I mean, we've got a Minty in chat right now, but not the same Minty, I don't think. Yeah, someone mentioned Minty. Mob is in. Sportsy, what's your thinking here?
Minty Maniacs, Crazy Cat's Eyes, and Mellow Yellow. See, I know Mellow Yellow as like a soda drink that was to be a rival to that of Mountain Dew over here in the States.
Okay, yeah.
Minty Maniac's Crazy Cat's Eyes makes me want to think of an answer, but you know what? Maybe this is something you might know, so I'll ask you.
You would like to ask me, would you?
I hope you know a little bit better than I do.
Okay, here's what I think. Yes, of course I know this one.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Team Momo myself. It's Marble Sports, Marble Olympics, etc., etc. Such a great YouTube channel. Gels Marble runs, and yeah, these are all different team names based off of the appearance of the marbles themselves. Cat's Eyes is sort of a style of marble design. Minty Maniacs because they all have a minty green colour to them. Mellow Yellow because they're all yellow, etc., etc. But yeah, I am Team Momo, will always be. So, yeah, Marble Sports, it would be my answer, which I think is, I'm like 100% sure the answer is that, but, decision's over to you. What's my final answer?
Oh, okay. I was thinking about A because of Mellow Yellow, but I couldn't put the other two in.
Yeah.
So B was my second choice. So I'm going to go with you. Lock in B, Marble Sports.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting until someone would go for the arrangers. It's such a little in joke that every time the arrangers would come up on the screen, you just have it in the crowd going oh instead. But Marble Sports, Marble Olympics, Marbula F1, yeah, all of that stuff, fantastic stuff. And, oh wow, we're piecemealing this one. One other AI gets eliminated. Everybody else gets it right. But hey, you got your one to get up to 10,000 dudes. So, we have increased your bank. What would you like to do now? Would you like to take the 10,000 dudes you now have in the bank? Or do you want to take on the mob? You now only have one help, though.
Which is the trust.
It is the trust. It is the most powerful of them.
I'm sure the chat is saying go for it. I have a feeling Prey is probably saying I'm down to that, probably take it. But you know what? I'm gonna do this for the content. Let's go for the mob.
Do it for the content. Do it for the vine. Go Dutch. 12 versus 70.
No Prey.
Whose 1863 painting Olympia depicting a nude prostitute lounging in front of a servant was derided by contemporary critics as vulgar and immoral? Is it Edouard Manet, Edgar Degas, or Claude Monet? Whose 1863 painting Olympia depicting a nude prostitute lounging in front of a servant was derided by contemporary critics as vulgar and immoral? Ooh la la.
Jeez.
Pick the Z, says Prey. No. We can't be doing that. Mob is in. Sportsy,
God.
what's your thoughts here?
Oh, jeez. Mane, Monet.
And Degas as well for
And
measure.
they got. Jeez. Monet is my first instinct, but the thing is, I feel like that might be a trap answer. So I'm knocking out the gob because that's just no. It's just something with me and quizzing right now, and instinct is kicking in. One of those things where, like, between Mane and Monet, it's making me want to choose one of those two, which knocks out the gob.
Are you just thinking
But I'm
because
thinking
those two are paired together, going, I can possibly be the Degas?
So,
Egads. It's Degas. There you go. There's a free anagram for you. Egads. If anyone wants to write a question around that.
Jeez. You know what? If I fall for the trap, I fall for the trap. I'm not going to act well. If I fall for the trap, but I'm going to meta that and not go for the trap. And I'm going to go with Edouard Mane. A. I'm a lock in A.
Lock in A.
Call me crazy, but I'm going to do it.
Going with Mane. Not Manny. Mane.
And if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. And people are probably going to be like screaming at me right now.
To continue this game, you need it to be Mane. Mane man. Is it Edouard Mane? It is Mane! Yes!
Oh my god!
Now then, surely, we've got to show some Mane here. That's one more level.
Come on.
That's another level. And another level. That's what we like to see.
Yes!
We say goodbye, unfortunately, to Dev, Riff, Ralph, Shadowmane, Shapes, Mark, Colo, Abimi, and K-Jarves, as well as 25 AI there. That is massive.
Oh.
And you jump all the way up to 75,000 doots. We were here earlier on with Drahuska, also on 75,000 doots. You are, though, 6 steps away from getting to 100,000 doots.
Oh, God.
And you do still have one help to play with. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But since you are in the second half of the game, we now get to see the category before making your mind up. So let's have a look to see what you could be facing next, Sportsy.
Oh, fun.
Music.
Oh,
The next question will be on music. What do you want to do? You can take the 75,000 and run right now, or if you feel confident, or you think the remaining mob members are going to be good enough to keep you in the game, then take them on and see if you can get a bit more. Maybe get into the 6-figure territory. You said it earlier, you're going to do it for the Vine, do it for the content. Are you going to do it for the content or not?
See, the thing is, Ash, like, way back before I even moved to DC, I had hosted karaoke for 6 years in a bar in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah?
So a lot of music knowledge is there. And then on top of it, on the previous game, with the Michael Jackson question, like with MJ, I just knew that I had an inkling on that one because that statue, I believe he used that on the cover of one of his albums in there. That maybe would go with that answer. Oh God. This is one of those ones that gets me. It's like a category I'm kind of good at, but if it's not US based or if it's not world known, I'm screwed. But I am, you know what? I am a man of my word. Let's do it for the content. Let's go. Let's go, Mob.
Let's go, Mob.
Let's go, Mob.
1 versus 36. Here we go.
Oh God.
According to the SWIFT, Society for Worldwide Internet, what's this to do with music? Which currency is the most often used as of October 2018? How is this music? What? Anyway, according to the SWIFT, Society for the Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which currency is most often used as of October 2018? Oh, because Taylor Swift. Wow, that's tenuous. Okay, that's
not a music question.
That's about as tenuous a category I've ever seen. I was worried it was going to be just a miscategorization, but okay. Well, bit of a steer there, unfortunately, Sportsy. But at least you have a bit of thinking time. The mob didn't. So what are we thinking from these options? The won, the euro, and the US dollar.
All right. As of 2018,
I'll have to check the question now.
to the Swiss Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which currency is most often used?
Yes.
So, euro, because so many countries have the euro, and the US dollar is, of course, just US. But you know what? Do I trust the mob, or do I go with it myself? Gosh, my first instinct says euro. Oh God, screw it. I'm taking it in my own destiny. I'm going to go euro.
Lock in euro.
B.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I got it this time. I think my luck ran out.
I mean, euro is a very big region. Lots of countries use it. US dollar does sound like it is just the US that uses it, but there are, I believe, some South American nations that do use the US dollar directly, rather than as an analogous currency. But also the US is quite big, and they do love their monetary notes. They've gone with the euro. Is it the euro to stay in the game? Oh no, it's the dollar. It was the dollar, Sportsy, and that is your end of the game. Oh man, hard luck there. I mean, hard luck on the question coming up, which isn't even remotely music related, but that's just how it goes. Sportsy, really tough break on that one. How do you feel?
I'm a little disappointed, but it was between those two. It was 50-50, and I blew it. Oh well. It was fun. It was fun no matter what. So I definitely appreciate it. So Prey got me over weekend, and the mob got me this time.
But you beat Prey here.
Hey!
You beat Prey here at the very least. He finished in position 36 on this board from the looks of things. So Sports, unfortunately, you did not beat the mob tonight, but I hope you had fun.
I of course did. I always have a good time. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for playing Sports. Enjoy the rest of your week. Right. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you soon.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Bye. Yeah, I have no idea why that one was categorized as music, though it is a very old question. It's dated all the way back in 2019. So it may have had a misattribution of a category at some point during its lifetime. And it hasn't been touched since. But it feels like that should be recategorized as currencies or money. So I'm actually just going to do that on the website right now. Let me go to business, maybe. Business and economics. That sounds like a good category. There you go. That is now in business and economics for the time being. I mean, it should probably be updated as of like 2024 or 2025, really. But hey, I'll leave it as it is for now, as it currently is pinned correctly for October 2018. So there you go. That has now been recategorised, from Manet to Money, something like that. Well, it's supposed to be music. Well, it was music previously, but it shouldn't be. Well, we have 4 humans surviving that onslaught. Flyboy, Proogs, Vinyl Minty, and Clive of Legend. And since we did play that question out, means we will be picking preferentially from those 4 players. Everybody else sit tight. You will be in the mob, but Flyboy, Proogs, Vinyl Minty, Clive, it could be you. Good luck. Let's see who is the next one tonight. Are we going to get our newbie up? No, not this time, but it is going to be Proogs. So, Proogs, you are the next one this evening. What would you like to do? You can join me in chat if you wish, or whatever. It is entirely up to you in this particular game. There is no requirement for hot seat play in the voice call, whatever. One moment, I'll come into Discord. Once I rearrange my computer, fair enough, Proogs. We will await your arrival momentarily then. Go Dutch! Oh, Jesus Christ. Go us! No, I think you say go US. Go us! Just sounds so good. Go play. Play? No. And yes, I know Score. Eventually, I'll get around to doing Set on Tion or whatever. I suppose if I did end up just redoing the game, like actually rebuilding it, I would build it from scratch and allow us to play all sorts of different versions of 1 versus 100. Maybe including UK edition 1 versus 100 as well, because that's fairly simple. Just put dodges instead of escapes and a doubler, and that's basically it, and maybe offer you the option of bailing out on the final question if you survive that far. So yeah, that's a potential to just add all of the different variations of 1 versus 100, and instead of you deciding which version you play, it's RNG'd or something silly like that. That would be a bit crazy now, wouldn't it? So you get to be the one, but you don't know what you're the one for. Anyway, Proogs, good evening to you. How you doing?
Bit weary, but fine, thank you. I wasn't expecting to. Well, I only just dropped in on the stream earlier, having sort of got in from work and things, and now I'm actually playing the game, which is quite exciting.
That's quite exciting indeed. Have you been enjoying the rather warm weather the past few days?
Well, I've been working. Today I drove up to a hotel near Windermere where I was rigging for something. So I managed to escape for half an hour and went and had a Calippo down in Ambleside, and then drove back on the M6 in all the holiday traffic. So that was all dull.
Oh, yeah, the holiday traffic. That's not so good. But Lake Windermere must be pretty good up there at this sort of time of year.
It was all rather lovely and warm and not too hot, but yes. So, yeah, broadly I'm fine, thank you very much. So I'm not really in the mind for quiz, so I may crash out within 5 minutes. But I've managed to survive this far, so...
you did very well in that previous game, and you were able to earn your place as the one in this particular game. Now, which version of the game would you like to play?
The cowardly one. I think that's the US one, isn't it? That's the one you can duck out of.
It is the US one, yes. So you'd like to play US rules, yeah? Fair enough. Okay, you're going to be US rules once again. Are you ready to play?
Yes, go on then.
All right, then. It is 1 versus 100. Good luck. Here we go. Speaking of The Chase earlier on, who is the host of the original UK version of The Chase? Is it Shrek, Luigi, or Bradley Walsh? All right. I know there's very easy, and then there's this. The mob is in. Proogs, what's your thinking on this one?
Well, my thinking is, Anne Hegarty came and saw our Panto at Easter, which is quite exciting.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But I think the answer is probably Bradley Walsh, so I'll go with that. Thank you.
You're lock in C, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, like, I like how it's pinned for future generations as well, because you've got hosts of the original UK version of the chase, because it hasn't changed at all yet. Though, I suppose technically there is a Sidemen edition that does use the official set and everything. So maybe you could count that as a version of the chase that wasn't hosted by Bradley. Maybe. Oh, sorry, spoilers and all that. But yeah, Bradley. Come on then, mob. You disappoint me. Sportsy, Shape, Sunnycat, Deb, and 3AI getting it wrong, all failing to answer. With Sportsy, I can let that be, because it may just be winding down after being the one. But the others, shame on you. Luigi! You can't Luigi strat this, Dev. That's not how this works. Either way, Proogs. It's not enough to get into the money yet. You need 3 more to get to 1,000. So let's move on to question 2. In the old proverb, what speak louder than words? Is it actions, letters, or Italians? Oh no, says Clive. You wrote it. In the old proverb, what speak louder than words? Is it actions, letters, or Italians? Apparently Luigi's back, though. We're getting some cancellations of Clive already. The woke mob is here. Proogs, what are you thinking?
Sorry, I was writing your letter, but obviously... I feel, I mean, Italians are known as being quite verbose and enthusiastic when talking, but the proverb says actions speak louder than words.
So you like to lock in A, yeah?
We'll go for A, thank you.
All right. Can we send this to the 1% Club producers? Probably not, no, because it actually requires knowledge of something, which is something they're supposed to not be about with 1% Club. Anyway, actions is correct. Surprise, surprise, they all got it right. Still 3 away from 1,000, let's move on. It's another question. Which of these lyrics is from a song whose title is the name of a continent? It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. It's the final countdown. It's the heat of the moment. Mob, you need to do the following. Lock an answer in. Which of these lyrics is from a song whose title is the name of a continent? And Mob is in. Bruce, what's he thinking?
Right, well, initially I went, oh, that's interesting. But, of course, Final Countdown was by a band called Europe, not the song title. I don't know what the heat of the moment is, but it's going to take a lot to drag me away from you is a song about Africa, which is a continent. So I'm going to go for A again, please.
Lock it in?
I'll lock that in, thank you.
Okay. So the category for this one was economics, right? I'll have a look in a moment. I'm still in play technically on As the Host, so I'm not going to look anything up on the website until I can actually do so. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. Is the correct answer, though. Yes, indeed. And only saying that sees Asia in it. All right.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Quite a few getting that wrong. Maybe falling into that hevel up trap that you mentioned of Europe's Final Countdown. Marcini, Shadowmane, Flyboy, SJ, Vertigo, Aim Conquest, Rahuska, and Cetra getting it wrong, as well as 18 AI as well getting it wrong. Which does mean you now have 10,000 doots currently in the bank. So, a third of the mob have gone. You've got 2/3 left. What would you like to do here, Proos? Do you want to take the 10,000? Or do you want to take on the mob?
I'd like to take on the mob, please.
Alright. Moving on, it is 1 versus 67. In the original version of a popular internet meme, an anime character points at a butterfly and asks, "What question? Is this a parrot? Is this a pigeon? Is this a penguin?" While locking your answers, please. In the original version of a popular internet meme, an anime character points at a butterfly and asks, "What question? What are birds?" Someone's going to make that edit now, aren't they? Mob is in. Bruce, what's your thoughts?
If it was water birds, I might have half a chance. I have no idea, so I'm going to. Can you talk me through the helps, please?
Absolutely. So, ask the mob. We'll pick 2 mob members out at random. One has got it right, one has got it wrong. Poll the mob. You give me an option A, B, or C, and you get to see how many gave that particular answer. Trust the mob locks you into the mob's most popular answer, looking at only the human respondents. And as the host, you get to talk to me for a bit.
Wow. Well, I don't know whether to trust the mob or not. I'm more inclined to ask the mob. So I'll have somebody who's got it right and somebody who's got it wrong to talk to me, please.
So ask the mob, yeah?
Ask the mob, please, yes.
Okay, so picking 2 mob members out here, 1 right, 1 wrong. Let's see who it's going to pick. Not Oren again for the 3rd time. Instead, we've got Marbleu on C, we've got Oni on B. We know then it's definitely not A. Is this a parrot? I was ready too, says Oren. So Marbleu and Oni, feel free to give your reasoning why you gave your particular answers. Oni says, I have been terminally online since 2010. It's B, full stop. Marbleu says, I think I've got post-lock regret. I think C is wrong now, lol, says Marbleu. So maybe a bit of post-locking regret, and Oni is terminally online. So, based off of that information, Proogs, does that help you?
Well, I've been terminally online since 1997, but I still don't think I know it. It's clearly not that section of the internet I'm reading. But I'll go with Oni's confidence, please, and let's lock in B, please.
Okay. Nobody likes to show off, says Oni.
It'd be nice to my helpers, shouldn't I? Really?
Is this a pigeon? That it is.
Thank you, Oni.
It's enough to get you through 1 level. Make that 2. Ooh, make that 3. Wow, okay, we're back here again. Oren, Avi, me, Arun, Mark, Kjars, Pyro, Pigby, Kolo, Marbleu getting that wrong, as well as 24 AI getting that wrong. And once again, we find ourselves at 75,000 dudes. But for you this time, Proogs, it is 5 away from the next level up. Plus, you still have a few helps in hand. You've only just used the first one right now. So you still have 3 helps in hand. As you are into the second half of the game, you also get to see the category before making your mind up. So let's have a look to see what you could be playing. I mean, if you trust it at all, based off of what we saw earlier on. Science and Nature is the category that it's offering to you. So would you like to take the 75,000, or do you want to take on the mob on maybe Science and Nature?
Well, assuming it's actually Science and Nature, I've got half a chance, I think. So I'm going to take on the mob, please.
Take on the mob, okay. It is 1 versus 35. What planet in our solar system is the nearest in size to the Earth? Is it Venus, Mercury, or Mars? Mob, lock in your answers now. What planet in our solar system is the nearest in size to the Earth? Is it Venus, Mercury, or Mars? Mob is in. Proogs. It is actually science.
It is actually science, and it is actually vaguely physics as well, which is handy. I know this, I think. Mercury is tiny, relatively speaking. Venus isn't much bigger, but I think Mars is closest in size and composition, actually, to Earth. So we'll lock in C, Mars, please.
All right, locking in C. Going with C, Mars, the red planet. Is it Mars to stay in the game? No!
Oh, wow.
It is Venus. Venus is
Okay,
closer in size to the Earth than Mars is.
That's a thing. Okay, well, such is life. Thank you very much.
Let me see. if I can find the full information, because it'll imagine it has the measurements.
I believe you.
Is I'm just curious. It's closest in size. Closest in size. I can't even find the question anymore. Okay. AVMe though is giving me some information saying, yeah, it's like either 1.01 or 0.99 times Earth size. So basically the same.
Whereas, isn't it? Never mind.
Whereas Mars isn't as close as Venus is. So I'll trust your information on that one. Apparently, I can't find the question on the website right now. But it's Venus. It's not Mars. It may have a very similar composition to our sort of atmospheric conditions, as it were, or to sort of the conditions of the land, but not necessarily on the size. So, fortunately, Bruce, 75,000 could not be yours, and that was the end of your game. Hard luck. I mean, you kind of did say it to yourself earlier on that you're probably just going to crash out at some point, but hey, I admired the cojones on just go straight in like that. How do you feel?
It's frustrating that it was wrong, but I was fairly confident. But it's been a while since I've looked at this stuff, so it's not a problem. I'm tired, and that's it. So give someone else an opportunity. Thank you very much.
Hey, no worries. Thank you very much for playing, Proogs. Enjoy the long weekend, and we'll see you later. Take care.
Thank you. Cheerio.
See you later. Bye. Oh, hate to see that happen though. Proogs going all in on that question, being absolutely certain, and then just not going their way. But does mean though, for 23 players of, well, some of them human, but 23 players, one of you is going to be picked as the next one this evening. It could be Prey, it could be Jogging, it could be Jake, it could be Oni, it could be Vinyl Minty, it could be Topper, it also could be Zeus. So 7 names to pick out of the hat right now, and one of you will be the next one this evening. I was confident about that. Such is life. Yeah, it is. I'm getting. Could be a sort of Mandela effect type thing or something. There's a lot of love for Prey at the moment. I mean, it would be lovely to see Prey in the hot seat. Would also be really good to see Vinyl Minty in the hot seat, as they are a newbie here at the stream tonight. So let's continue on and see who is going to be our next one this evening. It's a 1 in 7. Who's it gonna be? It's Jake Paulson. So, Jake, you are the next one up. Pray. Go Dutch! Jesus Christ. Swansea, go Dutch. Only Netherlands, Jake. I'll hop in the Discord. Give me that. All right, I'll give you a moment there, Jake. No, says where to go. Holland, Jake. No, Netherlands. Don't mix those up, Pray. Don't mix them up. Accept the peer pressure. Go Deutsch. What, German? I don't even know what the German rules of 1 versus 100 are. What are the... Was there a 1 versus 100 in Germany? I'm going to have to look at now. No, that's the Dutch one. Do better. There was a 1 versus 100 in Germany. Eins gegen 100. Okay, Eins gegen 100. Wikiland. Oh, but it's going to not be translated or anything. Yeah, let's translate that to English, please. What was the structure of Gegen? Do they have helps mode or not? In the new German versions, oh great, there's different versions as well. That always helps as well. Value of the eliminated opponents. In the next round, right, so it's done like Dutch rules, where it divides a pot evenly. Yeah, okay, it's like Dutch rules in terms of how you earn money. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. But then there's also a... Oh, no, but then there isn't. Also... Oh, hang on. Which one did I... It is, but also it's not. There's another version where it's a money ladder like the US Season 1. With a top prize of €100,000. And then there's an Austrian version as well. and the Swiss version. And then there's Jokers. What? The Jokers? What? Moderator asks candidate, money or opponent? Prey or pack? Well, that's just money or mob. Oh, but they do have helps as well. So they've got Ask All, Majority Joker, Ask 2, Decision Joker, Ask 1, Expert Joker, and then there's music. So it's a mixture, basically. It's a mixture of various things from that article. It's both and neither at the same time. I'll have to look into the official page to figure out what the official rules are and maybe enumerate that. But anyway, Jake, good evening to you. How you doing?
Oh.
Yes, Rangers. All right. How we doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Your rambling gave me enough time to grab my 2/3 strength water bottle from yesterday, so now I have that all set up, so we're good.
Fantastic. Well, welcome on in. How well do you think you're going to do in tonight's game?
I think I'll probably crash out at 75,000 dutes.
It seems to be that's the level of all these games tonight is 75,000 and no further. Though, of course, you could book that trend very easily by going with the Dutch rules that everybody wants, apparently, apart from Mr. Vertigo. Which version of the game would you like to play, Jake?
Oh, but if that's what everyone wants, what would be the fun in that? We gotta go US rules.
We've got to go US rules, so US rules it shall be. Are you ready to play, Jake?
I am, yes.
All right, it is time for 1 versus 100, and Clive's had enough. Bye, Clive. We'll see you soon. Which of these is the name of a tree and the name of our quiz host? Is it ash, elm, or oak? Mob, lock in your answers, please. I think it's the first time we've actually seen a contestant on protest leaving the game because we're not playing Dutch rules. Which of these is the name of a tree and the name of our quiz host? Oh, you're back again. So clearly you just didn't want to be the next one then. That's what you actually did. Anyway, Mob is in. Jake, don't look at Discord.
I won't, Ash.
What would you like to lock in?
I'd say it's Ash the Bash. We're locking in A.
Alright, okay. Fair enough, Clive. I mean, yeah, if you'd like to pay dedication, then by all means. Am I actually Ash, or have I given you all the steer for 6.5 years at this point? No, I am still Ash. Yeah, hi, hello, it's me. Shock horror, you all got it right. Even the AI got it right. Next up. By what more common name is the protective medical device for animals an Elizabethan collar known? Is it a sphere of guilt, a cone of shame, or a cube of jealousy? Some of this sounds like Mighty Boosh stuff. By what more common name is the protective medical device for animals an Elizabethan collar known? Is it a sphere of guilt, a cone of shame, or a cube of jealousy? It's either that or something that Bill Bailey made up. Jake, what are we thinking?
I think we should call it a sphere of guilt. That's a more fun and apropos name for it because they were guilty of doing something, which is why they have it. But the answer is B. So we're gonna lock in the cone of shame.
Fetch the shape of sin. The pyramid of befuddlement, says K Jarves. Is it the cone of shame? It is the cone of shame, yeah. Next. They all got it right, Jake. Wow, okay. Nothing on the board, nobody eliminated. Next question. Oh, there's a lot in this one. A puzzle in which pictures, words, fragments, and their relative positions are used to convey a different word or phrase, such as seen on classic concentration, is known as what? Is it a rebus, a picotherum, or a cryptorhythm? I'll try and say things correctly again. A puzzle in which pictures, words, fragments, and their relative positions are used to convey a different word or phrase, such as seen on classic concentration, is known as what? A rebus, a picotherum, or a cryptorhythm? Words are definitely hard. Jake, what are you thinking?
So, when I was in 7th grade, our science teacher at the start of all of our classes on Mondays would hand us a sheet of rebus puzzles. Now, they were all letter word based, so I'm hoping that the inclusion of pictures doesn't make it B or C. But knowing what I know, I think it is smart at this stage of the game, when there are still 100 players left, to lock in rebus.
So locking a rebus, okay. Going with the rebus. Ooh, I'm yawning already. Wow, okay. Yes, rebus is correct. Come on then, 100? Ah, dang it.
Progress.
Wow, okay, 11 got that wrong. Marcini, Marbleu, Prugs, and Este getting it wrong. 7AI also getting it wrong. So, that does mean, Jake, you are now in the money, so to speak, with 1,000 doots. So, first time to ask you the question, what would you like? Would you like to take the 1,000? We'll take on the mob.
I still have all 4 of my helps left, and I'm not leaving for 1,000 dudes. So let's go with the mob.
Go with the mob. Next up, 1 versus 89. In the indie game hit Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning, how many notebooks do you have to collect before you can attempt to escape the school? Is it 6, 8, or 7? Oh, that's so irritating. They're out of order. Anyway, mob, you know what to do. In the indie game hit Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning, how many notebooks do you have to collect before you can attempt to escape the school? Yeah, okay, Topper. You don't need to say too many question marks. Thank you. Mob is in. Jake, what's your thoughts?
I have never heard of this game before, so I'm going to have to start going down the help list on this one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm wary of going with Trust the Mob, because I think if people don't know, they'll just pick the middle number. So it may lock me in on 7, and 7 could be wrong. But there's, I think, the best shot maybe if you've played this, possibly. So I'm going to ask the host and see what we get from that.
You want to ask me, yeah?
Yes.
Here's what I think. Haven't got a bleeding clue.
Oh, great.
Never played it. No bloody clue on this one whatsoever. So I'm afraid I'm going to be of very little use here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 7 seems like a good number. It's sort of like, you know, very lucky feeling. But then there's various, you know, video games that have featured 6 as sort of the primary collecting objective. You know, like Mario with the 6 golden coins, for example. You got sort of 8 levels for your classic Super Mario. So 8 worlds, should I say? But I don't know. There is logical reasoning behind all of these numbers. Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. 7. Is that right? I don't know. It's a bit weird.
My gut is saying that maybe 6 would be more right for some reason. It just seems like a lot of things to have to collect.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I mean, is it going to be something like, you know, different number of hours in a school day or something like that? In which case you would need to be going lower than higher. You wouldn't be in school for a significant amount of time each day. So...
Okay. So let's pull the mob then, is what I think I'm going to do.
Well, first of all, I need to bring this to a close. I do need to give an official answer, don't I? Well, I did say 7 initially. It's not with much certainty, let's put it that way. But I will go with 7. 40% certainty? Sure, we'll go with that. And that's my final answer.
Okay. Yeah, that's not enough for me to lock in something. So I am going to pull the mob. Again, based on my theory from earlier, I don't think I'm going to learn a lot from 7. So I want to get a sense of directionality, right? of 6 or 8. If I pick it and either a lot of people did it or nearly no one did it, that's going to give me a lot of information. So we're going to pull A6 and see what we get back.
It's a reasonable strategy here. So let's see how many of our remaining mob members went with A6. Nobody. Wow. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Not a single soul went with the option that you polled for.
Okay. So
I mean, you wanted some directionality there, Jake. There's your directionality in a nutshell. Wow. Okay. Can we get Toad to make a sound effect for that? You can sort that out if you want. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, Dev is making an interesting point. I'm not going to say it directly, but Dev is making an interesting point in chat. We're going to put that over there. And we come back to you, Jake. You do need to give an answer. We know that the trust ain't going to go that way, though. That's for certain.
Right, and if I were to ask, I know I would hear from someone who would tell me 7 and someone who would tell me 8.
Correct.
So I wouldn't get a lot of information from that.
Well, you never know. Depends on who gets picked out. They may have played the game.
I mean, there's still 89 people /AI left. I think
Yeah.
I have to guess at this point, right? To leave me with a couple of helps later on. I can't blow them all this early. So I may fizzle out, but the strength of no one saying 6 makes me think 7 may actually be the right answer. So I'm going to lock in C7.
Lock in C7, okay. For those sort of checking to see if it actually has received any answers, I can't say for certain, but I can look through the previous whisper list, and I did not see a single A in that whisper list. So I can at least confirm nobody said A. But you're going with C7, my first inkling. Is it C7? If it's 6, this would be so funny and you would have won the game. No, but it is C7. You are still in the game.
Thank gosh.
Ooh, wow. Okay, then. Wow. I mean, it's still a big elimination here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's got off the edge of the screen there. The names I can see start from Mark, then Minty, Sportsy, Prey, ABMe, K-Jarves, Dev, Pyro, Pygmy, Flyboy, Aim Conquest, and Ralph, as well as 32 AI as well. I now need to look to see if I can find information about that question. Yeah, I can find that question. There we go. Cool. That information doesn't help me. I thought it was going to tell me a bit more about it, but unfortunately it does not. Just says that it took the internet by storm as one of the best indie horror games, next to Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine. So that's all the information I have, unfortunately, on the question. But nevertheless, you're still in this game, Jake. You have 50,000 doots. Not 75. No. 50,000 doots. You are 6 away from that fated 75,000 though, but you are into the second half of the game, so does mean you get to see the category before you make your mind up. Whether or not you trust what the category is, entirely up to you, but at least on the last pass it was correct. Let's see what your category is next up. TV and film is what it will be, if you trust it, for the next question. So would you like to take 50,000 doots? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Okay, so here's the thing, is that I am not particularly great at TV and film, particularly if it ends up being some sort of like British morning show thing that I've never heard before, right? But I have not gotten to the fated 75,000 yet. There is a prophecy, an oracle that's speaking to me that I must meet. I can't leave this early. It's not the way things were supposed to go. So my hands are tied. I have to take the mob here.
I have to take the mob. The celestial alignment requires it. 1 versus 46. Let's continue on. What's the correct name of the Crystal Maze themed tune? Is it Power Shield? Is it Force Field? Or is it Forward? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. What's the correct name of the Crystal Maze themed tune? Power Shield, Force Field, or Forward? Thank you, Zeus. I only need one. I don't need 15 whispers from you. Thank you. Thank you. Mob is in. Jake, what's you thinking? Oh, it's easy your whispers, so fair enough.
I have a pretty easy decision here because I do not know it, but I am surrounded by a bunch of predominantly British quiz show fans who would probably have a pretty good idea of this answer. And I had left Trust the Mob for a scenario just like this. So I think that's what we're going to do, is trust the mob here.
You would like to trust the mob, lock it in. All right, let me press my magic button. Trust. There it is. So we're going to lock you into the mob's most popular answer. We do have quite a few human players still in, must be said. Let me do a thing. Just give me a moment, folks. I'm just going to do a quick thing. Let me do that. And let me do that. Oh, that's the zone change we do. Don't want that. We need the full theme proper. There we go. You're not going to hear it in here right now, Jake, but it is playing on stream right now.
Can you sing it for me then, so that I can get the experience of everyone else?
Da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm hoping that you went with B. Oh, I'm glad you did. It is Force Field. Let's reveal it's correct. Yeah, it absolutely is correct. There you go. Ba 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 ba. And just 4 players getting that one wrong. Only one of them human. That being Zeus. This is how I always dreamed of spending my Friday night, says K-Jarbs. We're geeking over the Crystal Maze. Yeah, absolutely. 3 AIs grabbed too many silver tickets. Unfortunately, it only gives you 5 more seconds in the Crystal Dome. But there you go. Force Field was the correct answer. A very wise use of your Trust the Mob there. Everyone bar 1 human getting it right. Does mean you're still stuck at 50,000. You're not quite at the fated 75,000. Means we ask you the question once more. Before we do that, though, here's a category. It's Science and Nature, which is where we saw Proofs end their run previously. Would you like to take 50,000 doots? Or do you want to take on the mob?
So, I did know the answer to that question, which is why I'm here. I did know it was Venus, so that does give me a bit of confidence on Science and Nature, and I still have the Ask the Mob, which will definitely rule out an answer. And we have not gotten to the 75 yet, so you know what my answer is going to be.
Mob?
Mob.
Let's continue this on. 1 versus 42. Which of these was used as an inspiration for the coding language Python? Is it the number pi, Monty Python, or Python, as in snake? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which of these was used as an inspiration for the coding language Python? Number pi, Monty Python, or Python, snake? Mob is in. Jake, how well do you know your languages?
Well, if I get this wrong, I'm going to be really upset because I code in Python like every day.
Oh,
So-
okay. Well then.
Hopefully I get this one right. But the program I use to open Python every day is called Anaconda, which is another kind of snake. So I doubt it would be a reference to Monty Python. It could be the number pi, but that's spelled differently, right? So based on what I know, I am going to lock in C and save my Ask the Mob for later.
Gonna lock in C, okay. Now here's the thing. My opinion would be different here. He does not have 75k yet, Dev.
Oh no.
My opinion would be different on this one. Yes, there is Anaconda, you're absolutely right. And the logo used for Python does indeed use a snake kind of symbology. But I think the origination of the term Python came from Monty Python. Yeah, unfortunately, the original inspiration for the language Python was actually from Monty Python. You're absolutely right with Anaconda. Absolutely right with Anaconda, but presumably that's come from the other interpretation of the name Python being relating to the snake and that kind of thing.
I guess it's time for me to switch to R then.
A score says in the documentation for Python you debug with print spam and print eggs, says Score. So unfortunately it is Monty Python. He did not get to the fabled 75,000 doots though, Jake. You do break that trend though, going lower I suppose, which is not the best of things, but hey, it was a ballsy move to play on. Unfortunately did not go your way. How do you feel, Jake?
I am a failure. There's no other way to put it. I did not meet my prophecy.
You're not a failure because of that. No, don't say that. Just got dealt a bit of a rough hand, unfortunately, at the end there. But I hope you had fun nonetheless, Jake.
Definitely did. Thank you for having me.
No worries. Thank you very much for playing, Jake. Take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.
Yeah, you as well.
Bye-bye. Oh, some tricksy options there provided from Catnip. Ended up with the Heffalump trap. That's what I was looking for there. That Jake fell into with the snake Python option there. Unfortunately, no, not that. It was indeed a Monty Python. There are a few other Easter egg references leading to Monty Python as well. I can't remember exactly what they are off the top of my head right now, but there are a few references to it in there somewhere. Well, with that, 32 players did survive, of which we've got human players Jogging, Hex, Oni, Cetra, Kolo, Oren, Riff, Shadowmane, Topper, and Arun. One of you will be picked to be our next one this evening. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Game number 5 tonight. We still have a bit of time to play. We have got Oren! Well, we're not going to be asking the mob for Oren anymore. Instead, they are the one. Just say leave, Vinyl, and it will remove you from the game. Or you can just leave it on its own and it will remove you from the game after a few questions anyway. But thank you for dropping in, Vinyl Minty. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know it's like 7 in the morning your time now, so enjoy your day. And we'll look forward to seeing you on a future stream or just whatever you happen to be doing, Vinyl Minty. But thank you for dropping in and thank you for playing along in 1 vs 100 tonight. Right, we do have an Oren in the green room. Let's bring them in. Hello there, Oren. Good evening. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. No Ask the Mob for you now.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm always asking myself, aren't I?
You're always going to be asking you directly, yes, just not asking the mob anymore. Well, I mean, you can ask the mob now in retaliation, I suppose, but we'll see how that all goes. Very well done on surviving up to the end of that game. Do you think you're going to do well in your personal run now in 1 versus 100?
Given I believe I have not managed to score in this game yet, no.
I mean, you've been scoring in the audience side of things, certainly, but we'll see how well you do as the one right now.
I don't think I've actually managed to pull anything out from the hot seat in it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can turn that around for you tonight. Which version of the game would you like to play? US or Dutch rules?
Just because I have never gotten anything, I've got to stay with the US rules for now.
Gonna go for the US rules. All right, are you ready to play?
No, but we'll go ahead anyway.
Go ahead anyway. Do it live. 1 versus 100. Here we go. What colour is not used for a virus or capsule in the original Dr. Mario? Looking at you, Prey. Blue, yellow, or green? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. Also, by extension, looking at Sportsy. And JB if you're around as well. SB, maybe if you're around as well. 3, 2, 1, pills. Interesting that they're lowercase answers, must be said. But they are locked in. Oren, what do you think?
Let's see if I crash out early, because I really do not know this one for certain, but we're going to go with green.
Lock in C?
Yes, lock it in.
SB, I definitely don't have Dr. Mario doing practice runs on my other screen right now. Well, I hope you don't, because otherwise that would be kind of screen cheating for this particular answer. You've gone with green. Well, the other one that's not present on this particular selection is red. And the pill
and
colours
I know red is right, but don't know on the other two. Took the 50-50.
Red, blue, and yellow are the colours you would see in the original version. Green you would not. It's a good start for your game here, Oren. We say goodbye to Arun, K-Jarves, Jake, Sportsy, etc. and Prey. Prey! Really? Anybody wish to clip this moment and send it over to the dumpster lounge? Everybody else, you're fine. It might you haven't been involved with it, but I'm pretty certain Sportsy and Prey, you should have gotten that one. Oh, right. Well, we're gonna hold it against. I mean, there might be an active. Okay, fine. But if they don't get booted, then we're gonna have to hold them against that. Anyway, Oren, you are in the game. You have 1,000 currently in the bank, 5 away from 5,000. Let's see what you do here. Would you like to take the 1,000 to guarantee you some money, or do you take on the mob?
I suppose I could do that to break the trend, but no, we've got everything. Let's go, mob.
Let's go, mob. 1 versus 85. Let's go. Which game show bonus round requires the contestant to get from gold to gold in 60 seconds or less? We're doing a lot of game show content tonight. Blockbusters, player cards right, or catchphrase? Arun, I've already seen your message 6 times.
Someone mention it on What Tomorrow?
I think someone will clip it and just share it in the Dumps Lounge anyway. Mob is all locked in. Oren, any ideas? Oh, right, they just got booted, so they haven't been playing. Fair enough. We'll let you go on that one.
Well, hopefully this doesn't change from the old US version of it, so I will say A, Blockbusters.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
All right. Is Twitch just being Twitch tonight with the whispers being eaten? It's strange because I'm getting them all coming through fine. I guess it's just on your side it doesn't seem to be delivered, but I am receiving them, so don't worry. You say Blockbusters. Anybody want to do the hand jive on this one? Blockbusters is correct, though. in whichever version of the show you've seen in the UK. Just 4 AI is getting that one wrong. And no, pub sub has absolutely nothing to do with the Whisper Study Cat, no. Hand jive, Hex, hand jive. At least 2 chat messages get eaten. Oh, okay. What, public messages, SB? Okay. Well, again, that's a Twitch thing. I can't do much about that. Well, Oren, you're still on 1,000. You are so close to 5,000, though. Just one away. So do you want to take the 1,000? Second opportunity. Or do you want to take on the mob?
We'll keep going with the mob.
Let's keep going. Moving on, 1 versus 81. I'm Mancomb Seepgood, protagonist of the Monkey Island games, and I want to be a pirate. Hang on, is that actually my name? No, my name is Guy Brush Threepwood. No, my name is Dude Broom Weephood. Or, no, my name is Boy Mop Sleepfood. Thank you, Clive. And the mob is in. So apparently it's not Mancomb Seepgood, but it's one of the other 3, maybe. What do you think, Aaron?
Well, this one I do have no idea. Let's start with asking you.
Oh, you want to ask me?
Yes.
Despite what happened with Jake earlier on?
Yes.
Okay, well, here's what I think. So, I haven't really played any Monkey Island games, but the names that came up, the one that definitely sticks out to me is Guybrush Threepwood. That one rings quite a strong bell, certainly compared to Dude Broom Weephood, which just that sounds really made up, and Boy Mop Sleep Food just doesn't really fall off the tongue naturally. But yeah, Guybrush Threepwood, that actually does ring a bell to me quite strongly. My confidence level for that, 85 to 90%, something like that. I'd probably go with A on that. Not much really to add on that front, but yeah, I would go with A, and that's my final answer.
Okay,
So does that help you there, Aaron?
Yeah, a little bit. I was going to say, I kind of was with the same feeling you said on C in terms of it just didn't seem to fit with Sleep Food and that. And your confidence is enough. Let's go ahead with A. Lock it in.
You said the key words, lock it in. So let's make it happen. No, my name is Guybrush Threepwood. Is that correct? Phew, it is correct. There was a little bit of doubt lingering there, but no, it was correct. All the humans got it right. Just 6 AI have not played Monkey Island, much like I haven't played Monkey Island. But at least I got it right. Gets you into the next threshold. You're up to 5,000, 5 away from 10,000. So, what would you like to do, Oren? Do you want to take the 5 or play on for a bit more?
Let's go with the mob.
Go with the mob. Next up, 1 versus 75. Which of these is classified as an igneous rock? Lignite, marble, or granite? Mob, lock in your answers, please. Which of these is classified as an igneous rock? Is it lignite, marble, or granite? Mob is in. Can you remember your geology lessons there, Oren?
Well, I guess we're about to find out, because I'm blanking on the term, but I'm pretty certain that both granite and marble are not sedimentary, not igneous, whatever the one is that transforms. Therefore, by process of elimination, I'm going to say A. Lock it in.
Gonna say A, lock it in. I think the word you were looking for is metamorphic.
I thought of that after I shut up.
Well, you're saying marble and granite are metamorphic, leaving you with lignite as an igneous rock. Is the answer lignite? No! Granite was the correct answer. Granite is igneous. Lignite, I would presume, if we've got one of each there, that would be sedimentary. But I couldn't be certain if they are one of each. Marble is definitely metamorphic, though. Again, a dead answer going in, much like Proogs earlier on, unfortunately, was not correct. And Oren, it's a very early departure for you. Hard luck. How do you feel?
It was fun, Ash. It always is. So.
Well, thank you very much for your time here, Oren. Thank you very much for playing. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will catch you later. Take care.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care. Good night. Oh, I hate that. A second time tonight where someone has been so very confident with their answer and just completely going the wrong way. Lignite is a sedimentary. All right, thank you, Mark. I would have thought that would make sense. It would be one of each different rock type there. Since there are 3 different rock types, it makes a lot of sense. Lignite it does sound a little bit like a Pokemon, but I can also see where Hex is going with where lignite might be going, linguistically speaking, in the past couple of years, online, terminally online language, let's put it that way. There's pignite. That makes... Oh, there you go then. So yeah, very, very close. Right, it has just gone past 10. I'm going to get one more game in, and then we'll bring it to a close. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Mayday. Appreciate that, and hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Hope you're enjoying your day. Welcome on in. Yes, we've got time for one more, and it's going to be picked from Oni, Vertigo, SJ, Flyboy, Drahuska, once again. Well, it won't be once again. Drahuska has already played today. Pyropygmy, Dev, Marbleu, Riff, Shadowmane, Topper, Aim Conquest, and Zeusless. One of you will be our final one this evening. Who's it going to be? It is Flyboy! Hello there, Puddle Cheetah. Welcome on in. You're more than welcome to join in the mob on our final game of 1 versus 100 this evening. You just need to enter in the room code of QWLL if you wish to do so. Flyboy, you are our final one tonight. You are more than welcome to join me here in Discord and have a bit of a chit-chat. Do be aware, though, that this is the final game, and I may want to get the game moving quite swiftly. I may even use the clock in places, so just bear that in mind, maybe. Yeah, we could be doing a bit of a speed game for tonight, for the final game here. Flyboy, are you there? Yes, you are there. Fantastic. How would you like to play then, Flyboy? Give me a sec. All right. Can't give you too long, though. While we are waiting for you, though, to make your arrival, I'll just quickly go over what's happening over the weekend. So tomorrow evening, let me give him a shout-out. Go to Royal_Flush. There we go. Give Ben a shout-out. He is back streaming once again, folks, with Season 18 of Game Night. We've already had 2 episodes so far. He will continue on May the 3rd with Battlefront as the warm-up game. Then you've got The Abyss and Spotlight as your main games. Actual scheduled Spotlight is what you've got on Saturday over on Ben's side of things at 8 p.m. UK time. There will potentially be some Wheel After Dark and other Dumpster Lounge activities over on JB's side of things. Let me go to twitch.tv/JBHenryXIV. There we go. I can't give you a full shout out right now because I have to wait for it, but I can give you at least a link shout out. Go give JB a follow. He's a great friend over in the States there. Does his own version of Wheel of Fortune called Wheel After Dark, and is one of the hosts of the DRMC that we were mentioning earlier on as well. And he's been doing some Tetris 2 practice recently, which I must say, I didn't really know much about Tetris 2. And I still don't know much about Tetris 2. I'm just looking at it. That's a strange old game, that, isn't it? How did that come out of being from Tetris Land? But okay, yeah, Tetris 2 is a thing, and he's been doing some speed runs or sort of speed practices of that recently, alongside lots of DRMC and Hatris as well. He was playing some Hatris earlier as well. That's a game as well. You believe it is WOD tomorrow, and 12-hour crowd control stream that's happening on Sunday, featuring Balatro from the sounds of things. That's going to be featuring in the 12-hour crowd control stream. That's happening over on his side of things on the Sunday, and then we'll attack on the Saturday just before it. That'll all be happening at like 2 a.m. UK time. It makes more sense over in the States there, but yeah, it's like 2 a.m. UK time. Right, we do have Flyboy here in the live studio. Welcome on in, Flyboy. How you doing?
Thank you very much, Ash. I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing very well indeed, and welcome on in as our final one for tonight's game. Do you have a version of the game in mind? Which one would you like to play?
Oh, well, I think I'll leave the Dutch option for the more experienced players for this time. Now stick with the US rules, please.
Gonna stick with the US rules. It's gonna be an all US affair tonight then. Flyboy, are you ready to play?
Yes, I am. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Good luck. And it is 1 versus 100. Question number 1. What American cellist was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011? Is it Yo-Yo Ma, Play-Doh Ma, or Jack in the Box Ma? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. What American cellist was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011? Is it Yo-Yo Ma, Play-Doh Ma, or Jack in the Box Ma? Great answers once again, eh? Mob is in. Flyboy, what's you thinking here?
Well, I do not know this person, the cellist, but I think from the looks of it, it should be option A. Lock in, please.
Lock in, okay. Gonna go with Yo-Yo Ma. Kind of funny this one, because I was watching most recent video from Anna Neely before stream started, and actually part of that did feature this particular cellist miming along with playing their cello in one of the inauguration ceremonies for Barack Obama. Yeah, Yo-Yo Ma, what was the answer there? It's an interesting video. I haven't watched all of it yet, but it's been very, very interesting watching up to like the midpoint of it. So curious to see where the rest of it goes. Arun, Riff, Con, Radalak, Dogging, and Colo getting it wrong or failing to answer in time, and you have been eliminated. Flyboy, you're still 5 away from the 1,000 mark, so let's move on. Question number 2. Which athletic apparel company took its name from the Greek god of victory? Is it Puma, Adidas, or Nike, Mob, lock in your answers, please. Which athletic apparel company took its name from the Greek god of victory? Is it Puma, Adidas, or Adidas, or Nike, And Mob is in. Flyboy, you thinking here?
Well, I believe it should be the Greek goddess rather than god. I think it's option C, Nike. Lock in, please.
Lock in C, okay. Lululemon, K-Jobs. The Greek god of victory, Lululemon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Nike is the correct answer there on option C. Everybody else getting that right, though, so no change. You're still on 0, 5 away from 1,000. Let's keep going. In Japanese culture, what should you say before having a meal? Itadakimasu, konnichiwa, gomen nasai. Mob, lock in your answers, please. In Japanese culture, what should you say before having a meal? Is it itadakimasu, konnichiwa, or gomen nasai? Not to be confused with gochi sosama deshita, which is what you should eat after eating a meal. Big sway of the people being eliminated there. Flyboy, what's your thinking?
Well, here now seeing this question, I consider myself lucky to have seen pretty much all of the episodes of the Naruto series. So that means that only A, itadakimasu is the right option. Lock in, please.
Lock in, alright. What are you saying there, Dev? Sumimasen? What's this Sumimasen business going on? Option D, Sumimasen. Waiter-san. Waiter-san. I don't know what the rest is, but interestingly, you've got waiter-san in there. Yeah, that's definitely the right way of saying it. Itadakimasu, yes, absolutely. Abroad in Japan, you're in good company, Puzzle Cheater. I watch Chris Broad of Abroad in Japan a lot. They recently did the cyclothon with Sea Dog VA, raising another $1 million for the what did they raise it for? Immune Deficiency Fund, that's what it is, or Foundation, Immune Deficiency Foundation, that's what it is. The IDF, not to be confused with any other IDF. But yeah, really, really good stuff. And Chris Broad Japan, great YouTube channel if you haven't seen any of his stuff, especially the long form documentary stuff that he does. That's some of the really good stuff. Minasan, konnichiwa. Okay, fine. Marblue, K-Jarves, Jake, and Oren getting it wrong. AI's also getting it wrong as well. 16 in total. But means Flyboy, you're up to 5,000 in the bank right now. 5 away from making it 10,000. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to take the 5,000, or do you want to take on the mob?
Well, obviously, I'd like to play on and go for the mob, please.
Play on, okay. It is 1 versus 75. How many face cards are there in one deck of cards unless you do Balatro shenanigans? 12, 13, or 16? Mob, lock in your answers, please. How many face cards are there in one deck of cards? 12, 13, or 16? Because I suppose if you're playing the abandoned deck, there are 0. Until you form them, and then there are. But anyway, mob is in. Flyboy, what are you thinking?
That's an interesting question. Depends, I don't know. Suppose that the standard deck of cards consists of 52 cards divided into 4 suits. That means it should be 3 face cards in 1 suit, I think. But I'm not entirely sure.
What do you want to do here, Flyboy?
I'd like to pull the mob on option A, please.
Alright, using our first help. Going to poll the mob. I'm going to see how many of our remaining mob members went with A12. Yeah, good number. 71 of the 75 mob members. Those that didn't, 3 of them are AI. The other one is Shadowmane from the looks of things. Everybody else, though, has gone with this answer of A. So, I mean, sounds pretty certain, but you never know.
Yeah, I think I'll trust the mob this. I mean, not trust the mob. I mean, I'll trust the result of the poll and go and lock A, please.
I know what you meant, don't worry. I wouldn't have been that hard done by and lock you in
Thank
on
God.
trust the mob there. I will trust the decision the mob has provided and going with option A, lock it in. Yes.
Exactly.
Jack, Queen, King in 4 different suits makes it 12. Oh, not enough to get it to the next level, though. Say, Shadowmane and 3AI getting it wrong. You're now 1 away from 10,000. But yeah, with Pareidolia, all of them are. Like I say, without Bellatrix shenanigans, there are that many. And as I was saying, with the abandoned deck, even fewer still. But anyway. Flyboy, you've got 5,000 in the bank. What would you like to do? Take the 5,000 or take on the mob?
Ash, please. I'd like to take on the mob again.
Take on the mob, okay.
Yeah.
Next up, 1 versus 71. As of March 2020, which of the following math signs has not been the name of a studio album released by Ed Sheeran? Is it the subtraction sign, the multiplication sign, or the addition sign? Mob, lock your answers, please. As of March 2020, this was when this question was written, which of the following signs had not been the name of a studio album released by Ed Sheeran? And the mob is in. Flyboy, what are you thinking?
That's an interesting question. All of the options here seems plausible. That means I'd like to ask them all, please.
Ask the mob, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so going to pick 2 mob members out at random. Is Oren out there? No, Oren is not out there, so we can't pick Oren for a Ask the Mob here. But we will pick 2 out. Let's see who it is that is going to be picked. We've got a Dev, we've got a Ralph. Dev went with C. Ralph went with A. Means we know it's definitely not B, multiplication sign. So that was the name of a studio album released by Ed Sheeran by that point. We've got subtraction sign and addition sign. Dev and Ralph, please give your reasoning. Ralph, I believe Ed's most recent album was the Subtraction Sign minus, and that was released after this question was written, says Ralph. And Dev, I know that you're playing with TV mode right now. How was the question writer to know that Ed would actually read? At least they pinned it to a time. Dev says what Ralph said. I blew it. Oh, well. So Dev is saying go with Ralph. Though we have seen traitorous things occur in the past. So you never know. He may be trying to sell you a duff answer here. But yeah, Dev must. But does seem like Ralph is confident in that subtraction sign is the last of Ed's. Which didn't occur until after this question was written, and Dev says agree with Ralph, but it is your decision here, Flyboy.
Yes, option A was also my initial thought here, and therefore I agree with Ralph, who seems to be much more confident on this question, and lock in A, please.
Lock in A, okay. Going with the subtraction sign, aka minus. And you are right to do so. Ralph is still in. Dev, we will be saying goodbye to. But not only Dev, it will be quite a few of the players as well. Oh! Teasing you, though, not quite getting to the halfway point yet. Drahuska, Vertigo, Aim Conquest, Puzzle Cheetah, and Dev getting it wrong, as well as 15 AI. Brings you up to 1 versus 51. You're not at the halfway point, means you do not get to see the category before making your mind up yet. You need one more mob member to be eliminated for that to be unlocked. You are on 25,000 dukes right now. What would you like to do? Do you want to take the 25,000? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Well, 25,000 are really appealing to me, but I think I'll need to proceed and go with the mob.
Go with the mob. All right, let's keep it going. 1 versus 51. Your next question. As of 2020, which is the last USA city to host an Olympic Games? Is it Salt Lake, Utah, Los Angeles, California, Atlanta, Georgia? Mob, please lock in your answers. Again, I love that there is opinion there because things are going to change. As of 2020, which is the last USA city to host an Olympic Games? Is it Salt Lake, Utah, Los Angeles, California, Atlanta, Georgia? And Mob is in. Flyboy. It's an Olympics question. What are we thinking?
Well, I think I might have a clue here. Definitely not B. That was the previous century, and I also think the Atlanta Summer Olympic Games were all held previous century. That leaves me with only A as a valid option here, and I think that Salt Lake City, Utah was actually a Winter Olympic Games. Mistake. In 2002, maybe.
What are we doing, Flyboy?
I have to trust my guts here, so I go and lock in A, please.
Lock in A, okay. Going with Salt Lake, Utah as a Winter Olympic host city. Yeah, we didn't differentiate on summer or winter here, just any Olympic Games. Salt Lake, Utah, most recent as of 2020? Yes, it is most recent as of 2020.
Oh,
And it's just AI getting that one wrong. 12 AI got that wrong, no humans got that wrong. Yeah, it will be LA 2028. Yeah, Salt Lake City was 2002, LA 1984, Atlanta 1996. Thank you, SB, for that. Flyboy, we have gotten to the fabled 75,000 dukes. You're 9 away from the 100k barrier, but we have not broken through that at all tonight. We do now get to see the category of the next question before making your mind up. Let's have a look to see what you could be playing if you want to play on. Video games is the category for the next question. So, what would you like to do?
that's about the worst category that could be shown here for me personally. So it seems we will not break this imaginary barrier of 75,000 dudes tonight, unless I'd really consider going for it. You know what? It's getting late and I'm a bit tired already. I think I'll stick with my guaranteed prize here. Yes. So
Take the money, yeah?
Let's take the money, yes.
All right then. To close out tonight's edition, another 75,000 Duke to walk away. Slovak starting and ending with 75,000. It is just right, says Drahuska. Started with Drahuska with a 75, and then we've had nothing but pain. Getting up as far as 75k, but not getting any further. And then Flyboy bringing it home. Another 75k to walk away with. And that brings us to a close on tonight's edition of 1 versus 100. Well done on your 75,000 Duke win there, Flyboy. How do you feel?
Honestly, this feels good. Taking a prize. Well, I think that the next question could have really gone bad for me had I chosen to pick it, but I think I've done the right.
They say you're playing the game for yourself, you're not necessarily playing for everybody else. You're playing for your own game there. So yeah, if video games is not going to be good for you, then you have played the game exactly how you should have done. Flyboy, 75,000 Dukes, the Richard there. I hope you had fun.
Yes, as always, Ash. I did have fun. Thank you very much for having me, and I wish you a nice weekend.
Thank you very much, and likewise to you too as well. Enjoy the weekend, and we will catch you soon. Take care, Flyboy.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye-bye. And, well, we have a winner at the end of tonight. Just the 2 winners out of the 5 or so games of 1 versus 100 that we've played tonight. Drahuska and Flyboy both securing 75,000 Dukes. And not getting any higher than that on the game at all. Very strange to not be able to break through that barrier throughout all of the games. But, hey, that's 1 versus 100, folks. It does happen from time to time. Let's play that music out one more time. And then it's time to do our final spin of the wheel for tonight. Well, spins of the wheel, yeah. We do need to carry one over as well. Let me switch back to that layout there. Do the wheel. Yes, we will be doing that momentarily. I'll sort myself out on Discord. There we go. Oh, it's good music, isn't it? Such good music there for Ian Tegan Hunter. So let's go over to the wheel. Let's do a good old spin or two and find out what we're doing to close out tonight's stream. Spin number 1. Oh, wibble wobble. Okay, we can't do that. We can't do it. I already have an extra lottery on loan because we can't do it. I need to fix the code. So, redo spin 1. Okay. So it's a jackpot spin, sure. Jackpot's on the way. So that's 2 spins so far, so it should technically be... Well, okay, hang on there. That should be 390,000 on that wedge. Because we just spun the wheel, so that counts as 5,000 added to jackpot. So there should be 390,000 jackpot right now. So... that's what's currently in play. 390 on whatever this next spin is. It is going to be in the grid. Oh my god. Okay. in the grid with 390,000 potentially on one of the tiles. Okay, then. I need to load in the grid up then. So, in the grid. Bring that up. And while I do that, let me quickly load up Nightbot as well so that you can all get in with your chance to win here. So, giveaways. Nightbot, yes. Giveaways. Keyword, all of them in the grid is now active. If you like in, you know what the keyword is at this point. It is in the grid. Put that in. You'll be able to play either in chat or you can talk to me directly in Discord. Either will be allowed. We will pick two of you out to play in tonight's jackpot edition of In the Grid, where one of the cash tiles will be a guaranteed 390,000 doots. Oh my god. So I'm going to have to change the rules of one of the grids to make that happen, but I can definitely make it happen. Grid B, was it? Yes, grid B. Okay. What do I have for distribution B by any chance? Okay. It's fine. It's fine, I suppose. 5 and then one of those of 390,000 we said, didn't we? So minimum value 390,000, maximum value 390,000 for one of the tiles. That is now loaded up. Fantastic. Right. Let me set my screens all back up again. I need to switch over to Unity M. And it's time to pick our players then for tonight's edition of In the Grid. Who is it going to be? I'm going to have to go back to Discord again, aren't I? Right, Discord, back over there. Back over to Discord. Share my screen. Screen 1. Don't do that, but do that. Yep, fantastic. Right, who's it going to be? Let's find out. Choose a winner. Aim Conquest is our first winner in the grid. And... Ooh, hello. Hang on. Oh, hang on, wait. One moment. Something's broken. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't activate that tile distribution. That would help. My game was throwing out all sorts of errors then. Player number 1, player left is Aim Conquest. And who are you going to be playing against? Let's find out. Solar Espion. Espy is our right-hand player here. Well, damn. Set player Solar Espion. If either of you want to, you can join me here in Discord, have a bit of a chit-chat, but you can also just play it from Twitch chat if that's more comfortable for either of you. Let you decide on that right now while I find my my music, as I usually use, because it's tipping point music. Sounds, music, tension, bed 3. There we go. There is good old tension bed 3 being played. Yeah, that's fine, Aim Conquest, no problem with that. I'll bring Espy in, though. Hello there, Espy. Welcome on into the grid. How you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, doing all right, just about in there. Right, well, this is one amazing opportunity here for one of you two folk. Because this is a jackpot edition of In the Grid, one of the tiles is guaranteed its certain value. The rest of it is still going to be under RNG control. Let me have a look at my configuration, make sure it has loaded up correctly. It has. Let's have a look at the distribution currently in play for tonight's edition. So actually quite a bit of cash available in tonight's grid. 6 gold tiles, each of those is worth cash, and one of them is specifically exactly 390,000 doots. Oh, my bed is not looping. Let me put the loop mode back on. There we go. Thank you. So yes, 5 of those are regular cash tiles up to the value of 20,000, but one of them is 390,000 tonight. You then have 3 bonus tiles. Yes, there are bonus tiles in play in this grid, and they are worth up to 100% of your current bank. So if you play it in the right order, There could be a lot of times 2 malts going on with a massive jackpot. We could be seeing scores going into the millions tonight, if you can get the order of play correct. Next, there is only one steel tile. That is a steal anywhere between 20% and 75% of your opponent's bank. And then there are 5 penalty tiles. You don't want to hit any of those. Those are from 25% all the way up to 95%. So it's not as penalising as they have been in previous grids, but still, don't really want to hit them. And the last one you definitely don't want to hit, that is the black tile, known as the bankrupt tile, and you'll lose absolutely everything. Worst thing that you could do is you get the jackpot tile and then immediately bankrupt it all away. I mean, I'd be happy because it means we won't be skewing the dupe results at all. But we'll see how this all goes. This is just it is how it goes with the RNG spins and the RNG games. Now it would be very easy if this was the order of all of the tiles, so let me randomize everything and hide it all away. And now they have been locked away. Now, due to the order of play that was picked there, Aim Conquest, you'll be playing first. You'll be playing all but one of these tiles in the grid. So Aim Conquest, you'll be playing first and last in tonight's edition. SB, you're playing in all the positions in between. Remember, there's also 2 reveals that you can play at any point on your turn. They will give you a bit of individual information about the colour of a tile, but we won't give you the value of the tile. That will still remain secret. If you wish to use a reveal, let me know in chat, or for USB, let me know in voice, and I will sort out furnishing you with the information. For you, Aim Conquest, I'll try and whisper to you on Twitch. SB, you happy with the Discord message?
Yes, that works well.
Fantastic. So I will sort that out if that does happen. Wish you two the best of luck and good luck with tonight's jackpot in the grid. So, Aim Conquest, we come to you first. It is your turn to start proceedings. What would you like to play first? Going with C3, all right. Starting off with C3. You're not going to believe this.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. You plucked it out. 1 in 16 style. You now have in your bank 400,000 dudes. Problem is, you now have to keep a hold of it. How many steals are there, Hex? There is only the 1 steal, but there are 5 penalties to avoid as well. So it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for you, though, Aim Conquest. Also, the steal is out there, so we could be spreading a lot of wealth here potentially as well. SB, just a tiny 390,000 you got to catch up on here.
Yeah, no problem at all, and I'm extremely ready to hit the bankrupt with my first pick. I'll do C2, please.
You're going to go next to the jackpot tile, go with C2.
Mm-hmm.
SB. Don't go hitting the bankrupt so soon. Okay, it's a penalty. It's not a bankrupt, but it's still...
Okay.
Still, you're removing some of your bank and making it easier for Aim Conquest. How much are we losing of your 10k?
SB on use future sight, it's not very effective.
Losing 40%, you're down to 6 grand. Which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's not much that you've lost, but, yeah. Aim Conquest. It's a bit of a thing you've got going on right now, Aim Conquest, must be said. Let's continue proceedings. You do have to try and keep a hold of this money. Going with D1. All right. D1 it shall be. And for you, Aim Conquest, behind D1, it's another gold tile. It's more cash. This time it's only a measly 15,000, but at least it is cash that you're adding to your bank. You're up to 415,000 doots versus Solar Espion's at 6,000 right now. Got any strategy in mind here, Espy?
I'm gonna try to make blockbusters or box clever for the pedants in the chat. So D2, please. Let's connect gold to gold.
Trying to connect gold to gold on D2. I mean, you're not far off. It is gold. How much are we adding? Oh, it's a pretty good cash tile, regular style. 17,500. Remember, the maximum regular tile is 20,000, so that's really good
it's
going.
20, not 25. Okay.
Yeah, not 25 this time, just 20,000. 23,500 you currently have in your bank. Still playing a little bit of a catch-up there to Conquest's 415,000. Right, we come back to you, Conquest. It's just crazy to see this number already in play. Not wasting any time as well. Getting straight down to it. Going to A2. Wow. Okay. Aim Conquest. Really making this a tough task for the latter half of the game. It's another cash tile. We'll soon be out of cash tiles at this point. The rate you're picking them at. It's another 10,000 added to your bank. You're up to 425,000 doots. Which is, I'm going to guess, that is more than anybody has currently so far this season. Yes, by a factor of 3. By nearly 3. Not exactly 3, but by a factor of 3. That's how far ahead you are with your bank right now. Anyway, SB, bit more catching up. You know, just a casual 400,000 and a bit to go.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, they can take the cash tiles. I just don't want them to get the bonuses or the steal.
Yeah, that's what you need to try and block now.
Yeah. To that end, I'd like to reveal A4, please.
Gonna go for a reveal, okay. Gonna set a message up for you in a moment. A4, was it, yeah?
A4, correct.
Okay, so for you, the colour, but not the value, of A4. Who am I whispering to? Yep, I'm just making sure I'm not whispering to somebody else. There you go, Espy. There is your information. So with that in mind, you can elect to play A4 now. Keep it in reserve for later. You can use another reveal right now if you wish to do so.
I'm going to put that safely in my back pocket and finish my previous goal of blockbusters with B4.
Go for B4,
Bravo
okay.
4.
Yeah.
Yes.
To try and get from gold to gold, left to right, in, well, a little longer than 60 seconds, but you know what I'm going for. Behind B4. Oh! Okay, interesting.
Yay!
So,
I have a chance! I have a chance!
we are now going to divide the wealth somewhat. Now, as a reminder, the steal can be anything from 20% up to 75%. So it does technically skew slightly lower than average. How much are you stealing from Conquest here? Not a great deal, but it's, you know, it gets you into the 100,000s, let's put it that way. 25% is what you claim from Conquest. So you're up to 129,750. Conquest is down to 318,750. Does get you into the game for sure, though. Those bonuses could be incredibly valuable later down the lines. Conquest, we come back to you. What would you like to do? You want to reveal. Okay, so let me get a whisper window ready for you.
No, my blockbusters.
My blockbusters, my sanctity. So, for you, Conquest, I will send you a whisper in a moment. The colour, but not the value, of D4. Okay. Hopefully you received that whisper based off of what people have been saying today, that whispers have been deleting a lot. But we'll see. Let me know that you received that properly, and then we'll move on. You're going to play D4. Okay, so you have received it then, and you are going to play straight up. So presumably must be something good then. Behind D4, one of the remaining 2 cash tiles. It's a small one, 5,000, but keeps you ahead of the game. 323,750 plays 129,750. SB, we come back to you now. Interesting, at this point in the game, we only have 1 cash tile left. Outside of that, the other way of increasing wealth is through the 3 bonus tiles. And then after that, it's all negatives, penalties, or bankrupt. AIM Conquest has picked 4 golds in a row. That is actually very true. It has been all of a gold run so far. SB, what's your move at this point?
Well, I've picked a red, a gold, and a purple, which means if I'm going to live up to being gay, I need to pick a green and a black at some point and just finish the set. I will reveal Bravo 1, please. Reveal Bravo 1, please.
Reveal Bravo 1. Okay, I'll send you a message in a moment. The colour, but not the value, of B1. There you go. So you've used your 2 reveals. With that in mind, what would you like to do?
I will play Bravo 3, please.
Going with B3. So avoiding your reveals at the moment, but maybe trying to hold them in reserve for later. Yes, the explosive is still in play. That bankrupt is still out there. Behind B3. Well, suddenly gets very interesting at this point. There is a bonus tile. We're going to be multiplying your bank right now. And it could be anything from 50% up to 100% that we add to your bank. So times 1.5 to times 2 in Balatro terms.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Big bucks, no whammies. Behind the green tile is the minimum it could be, is a 50% bonus. You're doing this the hard way here, SB.
The minimum bonus.
It's the minimum bonus, but it's still 50%, and it goes all the way up to 194,625 doots. You're still playing catch up to Conquest's 323,750 doots, but we are starting to get towards the end of the game. Conquest still needs to play 4 tiles. SB, you still need to play 3 tiles in this grid. Conquest also using a reveal at this point, using their final reveal of C4, the so-called explosive tile. So for you, the colour but not the value of C4. Okay. There you go. That's all the reveals dealt with. With that information in mind, AIM, do you want to play C4? Do you want to play somewhere else? What would you like to do? Electing to play C4.
I didn't want you to do that.
Did you not?
No.
No. Well, this is a thing. I think it's probably a first, in fact, for In the Grid here on stream. 5 picks in a row have all been cash. And as a biggie, 20,000 dutes added to your bank. You're up to 343,750. We do have a Blockbuster's gold run from left to right there. And, well, that's all the cash done. All done. The situation is there's now only 2 tiles left that add value. Everything else removes value from the game. And as I said earlier, Solar Espion, you have to hit 3 tiles. Conquest, you also now have to hit 3 tiles. So it is a requirement at this point that you must hit 1 penalty or worse each.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It is a requirement now. Had Aim
I'm glad to
Conquest
see that
held
number
that
up.
back, had Aim Conquest held that tile back, could have kept it until later, potentially. But either way.
I'm glad to see that number on the other side of the table and not 647 500, as I was kind of expecting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Now, refresh my memory. Does the person who doesn't win still get what's in their bank, or is it only the winner?
Only the winner.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna play A4.
You're gonna do something stupid to play A4, are you sure?
I'm gonna play A4, yes.
Okay. Okay. Chat, what do you think's behind A4?
You can probably guess given Ash's reaction. Okay, come on, chat.
Bankrupt, bankrupt, bankrupt. Minus 65%. Bankrupt. She's SDing. Knowing SB, bankrupt. Money boom. Sheet of paper. I feel like I know that. Pen. Well done, Aim Conquest. It's a penalty. Somehow a goal, says AVMe. No, maybe for colorblind. I'm not entirely certain. But no, SB will be losing some cash. This is definitely a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
It's probably not going to, but it's content, and it's an idea I had.
It's certainly content, and even more so when it's an 80% penalty.
Of course.
It's a big one. It's a big penalty. So you're down to 38,925, which is just slightly over 10% of Conquest's 343,750 right now.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. This is fine.
I know what I'm doing. It's probably not a good thing that I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing.
The thing is, you could still win here. Bankrupt is still on the table. Heavy penalties are still on the table. We only have multipliers and then subtractions slash absolute annihilation. And of course, Aim Conquest has used all their reveals, so they have no further information on this grid other than maybe trying to read into what you might have in B1. Aim is going to play A3. Aim Conquest. You are destined to bankrupt me.
Oh no.
It's a bonus. And even more than that, it's a 90% bonus. So, Aim Conquest, you now have 653,125 dukes in your bank. But you must still play 2 tiles. SB. There's kind of only one thing you can do at this point to try and secure a win. Try and get to that bonus before AIM does.
I continue to know what I want to do, and I am going to play Bravo 1.
Okay. Bravo 1 it shall be.
It makes sense to me. It probably doesn't make sense to anyone else, but it makes sense to me, and that's what matters.
Chat, what do you think's behind B1? A new car! No, this ain't Price is Right. Is it red? Is it minus 45%? It is another penalty, yes. SB revealed penalties, whereas AIM Conquest revealed cash. That's just the game this has been tonight so far. You're going to be losing more cash here, SB.
That's
Another
still fine.
30%. That's actually not bad compared to what it could be. You're down to 27,248 versus AIM Conquest's 653,125. AIM. You do have to play 2 tiles still. It is possible for you to get into the millions at this point, but I don't think it'll last. Going to play C1. Okay, C1 it shall be. Quick, buy a reveal. Like, this isn't Genius Game. You can't exchange garnets for things now, alright? Chat. What do you think's behind C1 here? We're now into uncharted territory. No one knows what this is, really. But what do you think it is right now? Rahuska
It's
says
probably
green.
the green. That's how the rest of this game is
Ralph
going,
says
right?
bankrupt. Dollar Cat says bonus, please. This could be a high jackpot win or a low jackpot win. But yes, it's 50-50, exactly, SJ. I'll say, minus 50%, says Tadaru. It'd be funny if it's bankrupt or green, says Hex. Only wants to see millions. AB Me, Smart Money says red. Fun Times say green. But it's likely red in it. Hex says it'd be even more funnier if it's green. Green, obviously, says Flyboy. Behind C1 is a penalty.
Shit.
Now, sort of back of my head math tells me it is still technically possible for Conquest to get into the millions. But only slightly. And basically that being the absolute minimum penalty and the absolute maximum bonus. I think it's still possible. But that relies on both of those things happening. How much are we losing, Conquest? %35%. That does mean the million is off the table, but considering what you could have lost, that's not bad. We're still over what the jackpot value was in the beginning of the game, by the way. 424,532 is what you currently have in the bank. You have one more turn to play in a moment. SB, this is your final turn in the grid. And there is only one tile that basically, well, gives you a chance. The other one still sort of gives you a chance, but a lower chance.
Yeah, I argue there are two. So I can reveal
there's
this
two,
now.
There's two that could potentially still win you the game. One definitely loses.
With the 6 golds out so early, there's no way to recover from the bankrupt anymore. So I just stalled for time and tried to make aim blind pick the bankrupt. I don't care if I win a small amount, since I don't win anything if I don't have first place.
Yeah.
So I just tried to kill the clock, sacrifice myself to try to make them lose everything.
Yeah.
We've gotten to that point, it didn't work out, so here I have a 2 and 3 chance. I just need to throw a dart at the board.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... I mean, it's all luck at this point, isn't it? B2. Bravo 2, Beta 2, just don't be the black one. 2 and 3 chance.
B2. What do you think, chat? What's in B2?
No one has faith in me. Great.
Could be a boon. Green, I don't know. I reckon green. I think it'll be purple, says Jake. Check your colour blindness again. Red code. Green for grouped greens. Oh yeah, they would be rather grouped, wouldn't they? Gren. White. Again, check your colourblind. Green would make this potentially interesting with the P, capital I. Tadaro says, I'll say plus 115%. Definitely can't be that. Bonus only goes up to plus 100%. Times 1.15, that... No, it can't even be that either. It's times 1.5 as a minimum. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. Behind B2 is... It's the bankrupt.
Son of a bitch. Of course it is.
Oh, SB.
Welcome
SB,
to
SB.
my fucking luck. Sorry for the French.
Oh, such horrid luck through in the grid throughout it all tonight. Unlucky there, but it's not.
At this point, since I've lost, screw it. Aim, find the green 100, and walk out of here with 850,000.
It's not
make Ash
over
cringe
yet.
a little bit.
Aim, it is now your final turn. You do still need to play this out because, well, it could be nearly, looking at 840,000 dukes, or it could be back into the tens of thousands, depending on the severity of either tile here. A big red wouldn't be fun. No, it wouldn't, maybe me. But we do have to play it out for sake of the game. A1 is where Conquest is going. Behind A1. It is a penalty at the end there, Conquest. Just couldn't hold on all the way. How much are we losing? 65% of your balance means you finish, I mean, it's still an amazing score. You finish on 148,587 doots, and they have just been paid out to you proper. I think that has been paid out proper. I haven't seen the message to say it has. Oh, there it goes. There's the message. Paid AIM Conquest, 148,587 doots. Is that still the record? I think that probably is the record Vertigo for the biggest win so far. Let's quickly have a look at what the bonus would have been on D3. Oh! was quite big as well. 85% bonus there on D3. But alas, it did not happen. We went with the penalty on a 1 instead. Conquest, congratulations on your win, SB. I mean, the game was basically against you throughout the entirety there. But I hope you had fun either way.
I don't think it's not very possible to have much worse luck than I just did, and I'm just glad that I contributed to an emotional roller coaster for everybody.
that was a really, really interesting game there. Thank you very much, SV, for playing along. Enjoy the rest of your week, and yeah, we'll see you later. Take care.
Thank you as always.
No worries. Take care. Good night. Oh my God! Yeah, if D3 had been picked, it would be somewhere nearly into the 800,000s. It wouldn't be, because it was like 840,000 if it was 100%. So yeah, we would have been shy of 800,000, somewhere around that ballpark. Amy says 785,384. That's a lot. That is a lot of potential dupes there. So that there brings us to a close on tonight's edition of Quiz Night. Not Game Night, that's Ben's thing. Quiz Night. It's getting late. And thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Do we have anyone to go raid into right now? Let's have a quick nosy. Spud is currently doing some countdown watch along with Carol Vorderman era countdown. Fantastic. Anybody else though? Let's see if anybody else is around that we can raid into. Let's have a look. Particularly, how about on the category? Anybody else on the game show category that we can go raid, or quiz show category? Nope, I am the only one on the quiz show category, so probably is going to be saying hi to Spud. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be saying hi to Spud. Alrighty, we'll go and raid over there then. So we're going to raid into Spud Gun 20, currently doing a watch along of Countdown. Looks to be like 90s era. Yeah, looks like it's sort of 90s era countdown. If you're interested in that, then join in on this raid. I will see you next Wednesday for, I think we've got 1,000 heartbeats on the stream schedule for next Wednesday. And alongside that, the drop as well, 100,000 drop we've got in store on next Wednesday, and then we've got Duel next Friday. So in a week's time from now will be the 4th episode of the Duel Season 5 tournament. So do tune in for that if you want to try and get in on the prize there. Right, thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the long weekend if you're in the UK. The May Day bank holiday. And I will see you on the internet on Wednesday for some more quiz night, and also more watch along of Genius Game on the next Wednesday and next Thursday as well. Until then, take care and good night.